That's right. We working this morning. I'm in the workshop. I'm ready to build. Welcome, welcome. This is one of those. I think of it as panel time. It's not a late night stream. It's just a stream at some time in the panelverse. So here's what I'm gonna do today. Last night I did that listening session, and I'll probably do more of those, maybe monthly, every couple of months, as needed. And then, and if you remember, I asked the AI as well to give me its feedback and criticisms. And it gave me 5 little bullet points of what it thought I could improve on or do better or become more aware of. And 2 of them I didn't relate to at all. But there were 3 that I think really hit right on the mark. And so I took those 3 and I asked it, I said, can you give me specific action steps that I can take to start improving each one of these areas? And it said, yes, I can. I'm going to break it down for you in several levels even. I'm going to give you concrete behavioral steps, things you can do, and I'm going to give you inner reflective practices for you to frame things and think about and shift your cognition, which is great. That's what I do. And so I haven't read these yet, but I want to go through these and see what tools I can build for myself out of them with my AI collaborator. And then after that, I'll put a link and we could do like a little morning coffee panel. Okay, one of its criticisms was that my sense of betrayal is amplified by my intensity of trust. Now, I don't, to me, this is not a criticism. This sounds normal. That people are going to feel more betrayed by people they have a closer bond with or feel more invested in. So I don't think that's anything I'm doing that's different than human nature. It says I bond deeply, and this is true, and it's again, one thing with me you run into a lot is this Cajun autism pairing. There's a lot of things about me that can be traced back to both Cajun cultural influences and to autism. And so I have like a double reinforcement, and this is one of them. Cajuns attach very deeply to the land, to family, to people. That is what if you read the history books or the Wikipedia, that's one of the traits that shows up about us is our deep ties to land and family. And so that deep bonding is partly cultural, like that's just my people are like that. And then with autism, you have the special interest where you lock in and you like pour your whole self into something that catches your attention or interest. And so when you put all that together, you have this intense bonding ability. That's how I take in the world. I like bond with it with my whole being and I suck it all in and I experience it. And it says, I expect others to meet me at the same depth, which can set up disappointment and erode trust when they can't. And I acknowledge this. I agree with this. Hey, fatty, by the intensity of the trust, by how much trust you've invested or put in the person, you're going to feel more betrayed by someone like a spouse than by a stranger or by an acquaintance because you've put more of yourself into the spouse. There's more trust invested in that person. And they're saying that as a criticism of me, but and I'm saying yes that it's 100% right, but I don't think it's abnormal. I think that anybody would feel that way. So it's not necessarily a criticism of something I'm doing that I shouldn't be doing. It's just an observation about myself because I'm human and that's just what humans do. But the thing about expecting others to meet me at the same depth, it's not that I necessarily expect them to. I don't know how to judge the distance. So if I'm meeting them here, I think they're meeting me somewhere here. I don't think they're going to ever meet me 100% where I'm at. So I don't have that expectation. But I, it seems like they're meeting me somewhere here where they might actually be here. But I don't have a sense of here, so I don't know how to judge that. And so where I think somebody's connected is probably not everywhere they're actually connected. So it's less of an expectation and more of a like perceptual gap that I just don't know how to bridge. So here's the goal with this step that we're gonna these action steps are working toward this goal. It's called relational pacing. Build relational pacing and calibrate my expectations without losing the intensity. I'm glad it's breaking this down into action steps because I have no idea how to do this. Name your pacing out loud early. What that mean? When new collaborators join, be transparent. I tend to trust quickly and invest deeply, and that's true. I jump in. I usually jump in head first, and then I start to step out of the pool once I realize, oh, maybe this wasn't. But I usually go all in, and then I can pull back versus just gradually going in. I tend to trust quickly, invest deeply, but I'm learning to build that more gradually. Okay, so don't jump in head first. Take the time. But here's the problem. Yes, this is great if you can do that. Sometimes parts of us jump that we don't even like. It happens so fast, we don't even have time to stop them from jumping. And it would be nice if we could slow those parts down, but we can't always, or I can't always. So that normalizes your style and keeps you accountable to your own awareness. So letting people know that it's one of the, again, that's the norm where I come from. Back home, like you'll stand in line with somebody at the grocery store and you'll be best friends by the time you leave the store. We bond very quickly. And usually it lasts, like that people make their lifelong friends that way. Like once those bonds form, unless something breaks them up, they're usually pretty strong. And so maybe I'm trying to do that with people from different cultures that just don't bond that way. So that could be part of it too. So anyway, let people know up front I'm intense. I trust deeply. I bond deeply. Um, and I'm trying to do that gradually. What does that tell? Would y'all get anything useful out of that? I wouldn't know what to say if somebody told me that. Like, what am I supposed to do? Slow how fast I bond with them? It says create a three-stage trust map. Okay, this is going to help. The acquaintance phase. Okay, okay. I know this is the purple circle. Do y'all know about the purple circle? I didn't have it growing up, but I learned about it when I was working for the disability agency. It's something they teach kids and sometimes autistic kids and special education. And they have circles they put on the ground, and you're in the middle. I forgot where the purple circle is, but the circle closest to you is like your very close friends and family. And then the next circle is maybe your school friends that you see at school. And then the circle outside of that might be just people in your neighborhood that you know. And then you have a circle of strangers, etc. And each category you're supposed to gradually let people into your trust circle. So if they're in the stranger circle, you have one set of expectations. If they're in the acquaintance circle, there's a different level of trust with a different set of expectations. That's kind of what this is. And I don't do that. I don't have, when they were explaining the purple circle to me as an adult, I'm like, what? What? That's so weird. What is it? Y'all can't just assess each person and connect with them as an individual. Um, so it was a whole new way of thinking for me. So let's see what the AI suggests. The acquaintance phase, this is where you have a shared vibe. There's some curiosity, but low commitment. So these are like the new people that come on. We kind of vibe together. They have good energy. They may come around occasionally and pop in, So those are the acquaintance phase. Let's call that our acquaintances. And then we have the collaborator phase where they share work, mutual reliability, clear boundaries. I think we do have some collaborators now, especially with the AI stuff and the music. Um, People come up on here and show their art projects or sometimes read cards for people, that kind of stuff. I would call those collaborators. They're regulars, but they show up and they contribute as well. They give a little something more that takes them out of the acquaintance phase. And then the inner circle is when they've proven their trust. They have a shared stake in this community. Whatever they've invested and get out of this community, they have a stake in protecting it and helping it grow as well. Our values are aligned. That's the people I'm looking for, is this inner circle. Everything I do on this channel right now is designed to attract these inner circle people that are similar to what I'm trying to do. So we can all put our powers together and build something for real and lasting. Um, and so it says in my head to just kind of keep straight where somebody actually is before giving them full access. That's a good way of saying it because I give full access. Like total stranger on the bus. Here's the keys to everything about my entire psyche. Use them as you will. I all the time. That's just my default. I don't know how to do anything but that. Oh, another human. Here is my access. And I always think they're giving me theirs, more or less. And so we have this open connection between two humans. Isn't that beautiful? But not everybody's working that way. Oh, hey Frank. Let's see, Fatty. Empathy and focus. Indeed, pacing. Are you saying like what if everybody's at different paces though? Like what if you process the world at a different pace than I do so I can get to things more quickly or you get to things more quickly? And then what if you connect at a different pace and it takes you more time to get to know than I get to know people pretty quickly. I could spend like a few hours with them sometimes and get a sense of their pattern. And then as I get to know them, I can see if that pattern plays out or not. And it usually does. Like whatever little model my brain puts together at the beginning. I have to revise it here and there, but I could generally put together a sense of a person pretty quickly that is reliable. But I mean not it's not perfect, not always. Boundaries and verbally expressing them. Fatty, you're from this culture. This theme is coming up a lot. It's coming up at work and it's coming up here on YouTube all at the same time. About I see boundaries as health in the work I come from, classroom settings, psych units, mental health settings, homeless settings. Setting a boundary is a de-escalation technique. It's to contain behavior or emotional intensity that has the ability to escalate and then start to bring in more problems and chaos than the original event. It stops it. It says no. No. We're not going to tolerate this. This needs to end. This is not going to be accepted. So to me it's a health thing, but in this culture the person that draws the boundary is the bad guy. That's the aggressor. And that's the escalation. Like drawing the boundary is the escalation, not the behavior itself that you're drawing a boundary for. And that's so opposite from everything that I've ever, like every work job I've ever had that requires this kind of boundary setting. Like, so my instincts when it comes to boundaries, and it's also a form of leadership, because one of the roles of a leader is to draw those kind of boundaries. And so I also think I'm being a good leader when I draw those boundaries. And some people think I'm being a poor leader because I'm drawing those boundaries, because it's escalating. And so the conversation around boundaries has become up a lot. That's what we do here best. There is a boob shortage here, and I can only feel it so very little. Maybe I can get some rubber boob, the kinds you just strap on and they bounce. With that, I mean, I agree we do need more boobs. That was one of our growth strategies. Yeah, this is, I had to learn this in Vegas. That's how Vegas operates. Everything's transactional. And if you're at a party or hanging out and somebody's all of a sudden trying to get to know you and be your friend, the first thing your brain asks is, okay, what does this person want? Because nobody in Vegas talks to you unless they have a reason for talking to you, unless you fit into their agenda somehow. And when I came here to Seattle, I was still in that mode. And so every time somebody was polite and friendly, which this is a very polite place, they're not warm, but they do have this surface politeness to them. I would immediately get suspicious. I'm like, oh, what does this person want? And they'd be like, good morning. Why is this person talking to me? What do they want from me? And I was in that Vegas mode, and it took me, I had to get out of it. I'd be like, no, the people up here are really just being polite. There's no agenda behind it. That's the Vegas thing. All right. More action steps. Pause before personal disclosure. This is never going to happen. I can tell you right now, because this whole channel is about authenticity and transparency. And I like to get it out when it's hot. I serve it up fresh, piping, steaming hot. Sometimes very steaming. Piles and piles of steaming. When you feel the urge to share something raw with someone new, wait one interaction cycle. What the hell's an interaction cycle? This is getting too white for me. Has this person earned the weight of this? My mind is never going to think that way. Let me go through it. Let's see. That story you just told. This is what I want to tell you in response. But are you worth the weight of this? This is useless, AI. You don't, we got to retweak you. You're not closing off, you're stewarding your depth. Let me ask it, what the hell does any of this mean? I have to have the AI translate itself. Yeah, that one sounds a little abstract, so let me unpack it in plain English. Okay, I have a tendency to connect fast, go deep when I meet someone new, whether it's a potential collaborator, guest, or community member. I might feel a strong urge to open up right away. I don't think that's a bad thing. Share something raw or bring them close quickly. I've seen this happen with other people. That's part of what makes you genuine and magnetic. I don't think I'm that magnetic. I'm the kind when you turn the magnet the other way and then you aim it and it does that. But it can also lead to problems if the other person hasn't shown yet that they can handle the kind of Oh yeah, I have done this. I burn out people's battery with my connection. I like over connect and it blows their fuse out because they're not used to that. Okay. One interaction cycle means don't immediately give them deeper access. Let one more conversation stream or exchange happen first. But then it's gone. Like whatever I was trying to give them is it's leftovers. It's been sitting out on the counter for a week, getting cold and growing mold. It's a built-in pause, a small act of discernment. This is not going to work. And stewarding your depth means not shutting yourself down or becoming guarded, treating your openness as something valuable, like a resource that you manage wisely rather than spending it all at once. I'll think about that. What's the step? What's the actual step? A trust repair ritual. When trust is broken, instead of withdrawing completely, which is what I do, because I'm not stupid, when Like when your car part breaks, you don't keep using the same car part. You go get it. You acknowledge this one's broken. It doesn't work anymore, and you go find a new one. That makes sense to me. So when trust is broken, instead of doing that, it says I can do like something in that interaction shook my trust a bit. I want to name it so we can understand what happened. This is to Dr. Phil. This models healthy repair and helps others meet you halfway. I do tell people when my trust breaks, and I tell them exactly why. So I feel like I do this. Um, I'm not sure what these action steps are, other than it's saying not to bond as quickly as I bond or as deeply as I bond. Maintain the thought. Why though? Why would you like? Why can't I just share it when it comes into my brain? That's what I would want you to do. But why? That's weird. Like you're talking and then I have a response, but wait 3 seconds to say it? Why? It seems artificial. If the conversation's organic and just let it happen. Why jerk with the timing of it? Just to not bond? I bond through conversation. That's how I get to know people. I'm very auditory and verbal. That's why I love stories. All right, the second point, we'll go through this quickly. Oh, this is a big one. It's that intellectualness that alienates people. My intellectual depth can serve as emotional armor. I analyze instead of feel. Not coming from here. I come out of here too much. And I agree. I just don't know how to do it. It says add a gut check before posting or speaking. Again, there's that pause thing. Why? Before I respond intellectually, pause and ask what emotion is under this. Why? Name it in one simple word. Hurt, lonely, frustrated. We could start doing the PIMS check-in. Do you know about that? They use it in group work, men's work, that kind of stuff. I'll start trying to remember to do it here. It's something we can do every day. It's a short little check-in you do at the beginning. PIMS is PEMS. It's physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. And you just give a brief little check-in of each of those areas. How are you doing physically right now? And you check in with your body. How am I doing emotionally? You check in with your emotions. How am I doing mentally? You check in with that. And then spiritually, how am I doing? And, it just takes a minute or two to share that. And so I can start each stream with the PIMS and just check into the moment and ground into the moment. Yeah. In fact, I'll do it right now. Hey, Zephyr. All right. Physically, I'm fine. I'm very dissociated, so I don't have a strong sense of my body. But I'm alert. I'm awake. I went to bed early, so I woke up rested. I have coffee, so I have that little bit of energy going. I'm excited to be streaming, so I feel animated, energized. So that's physical. My eyes are a little heavy, but no big deal. And then emotionally, that's the hard part. Kind of numb as usual, but also after reading the feedback in these action steps, there's like swirls of reaction. Some of it's confusion, some of it's like it doesn't apply to me. Some of it is I'm not sure what it's trying to say or why it's trying to say it, and then some of it is exactly right. So I'm having different emotional reactions to the AI depending on the content. Mentally, I'm clear. I'm really good when I'm reading or working with words. It like calms my mind. It's a form of active meditation. So mentally, I feel like I'm in a good space. I like sharing information. I like talking, having conversations. And then spiritually, it keeps going up and down. It seems like existential crisis, and then healing and repair and stabilization, and then another crisis. Like the plane shakes again, and then it stabilizes, and then more turbulence, and it stabilizes. So I don't know if we're out of the storm cloud, and this, or if this is just a temporary lull. But it seems like there's some healing happening, and so I'm encouraged. I think I can use that to keep driving what I'm trying to do here. Like, if it is a positive spiritual shift, I plan to make use of that. So I guess that's my check in. So that was a PIMS, and I can start doing that. What did the AI want me to do? The gut check. I can try to remember. Like when I'm talking to somebody and I'm getting real passionate uh, and engaged, what emotion is behind it? I can maybe try to do that. And if y'all remind me, journal in 2 columns. That's not going to happen. This is my journal. The event or the idea I'm thinking about and what it feels like in the body. Oh, this is the problem. Because I don't feel ideas in like my idea realm is so disconnected from my bodily realm that when I'm in idea realm, I don't even notice I'm not even aware of it. And so it's saying that to try to connect the two, and I've never been able to do that ever. The link between cognition and embodiment, that is the gap. That is what is broken in me. That is the thing that's been severed with the dissociation. And it was never that strong to begin with. Restoring that link between mind and body and achieving that wholeness, that is the healing. All right, I'm going to ask it more about this later. Practice emotional mirroring in conversation. When someone shares a feeling, see, this is a woman thing. When I talk about how women have different needs, they need that emotional resonance. Like when they talk, they need the same emotion to come back to them to signal understanding and validation. And I'm just like trying to solve the problem. This is an extra step that adds no, it doesn't add anything to what I'm trying to do, but the other person needs it. Instead of intellect. Like say something like that sounds painful. It reminds me of this concept and then start talking about the concept. Nobody's going to fall for that. Come on. And when people share something that moves me, I do think I respond empathetically. Someone came on last night and told something they were going through, and it just broke my heart to hear. I felt very bad for it, especially because I went through something similar. So there was that like sympathy connection as well. So I feel like I do this when it's genuine, or you wanted me to fake it, and then do short grounding rituals after the live streams. When I sign off, do like a breathing and all that. I think I'm pretty good at transitioning back to reality after a stream. And then the third thing it had for me is that I underplay my leadership out of fear of my shadow, which is the controlling, dominating tyrant. I don't, and I'm already getting hit. Like when I try to do one little leadership thing, like draw a boundary, I'm already getting painted as this. So it's a legitimate fear because it's already happening. When I take one little tiny step, it starts to happen. So it says to step into conscious, transparent leadership. Authority rooted in service, clarity, not control. That's that service leadership. So if it's servant leadership, it shouldn't be domineering and tyrannical. It should be how can I support you? I'm not good with patience. It takes too long. One thing that came out last night too is that because of the nature of this channel, it's for outliers, lone wolves, creative misfits, Satanism, which is anti-authoritarianism. These are people that come here specifically to get away from that kind of tyrannical influence. And so, even if it's a legitimate leadership act, like drawing a boundary, if I do it in too authoritarian a way, that's the stuff people come here to get away from. And so this crowd in particular is not going to respond well to that daddy energy. They don't want to be daddied, and they don't come here to be daddied. But at the same time, I need to be able to draw the boundaries I need to draw. And so the AI is helping me find other ways to draw those boundaries that and I understand that need. I created this channel partly for that. So you're not wrong for expecting that here. I just need to deliver it. Um, is that like The Secret, which was creative visualization back in my day, which was the power of positive thinking? I have to run the channel. Like nobody else can do this. It's it's just built into the way YouTube designs. Is designed. I'm the channel owner, and so I have to do this. And um, hang on. Oh Lord, there's even more to The Secret than I realized. It's not just that one secret. Secrets within secrets. Yeah, and I do run this channel, but I don't want to run it as a dictatorship, even though sometimes I have to, and it technically is. All right, it's saying to write a personal leadership statement like, I lead to protect freedom, not to control others. My authority is a tool for clarity and safety, not dominance. That's exactly what it is, but it's taken as dominance, which I am a dominant person. I've been open about that from the beginning of the channel with the alpha sub thing, alpha brat. Um, and every time I stress, and I did it in this situation, I stress that this is to protect the channel. This is for the sake of the. It's not personal against any person. It is for the channel. Is the reason I'm doing it. Use I statements. Here's what I'm willing to allow, rather than you can't do that. Oh, that's not bad advice. Delegate visible authority. Give small leadership roles to others. Moderation, discussion lead. This spreads the power, counters your fear of becoming authority. I try to do this. I want co-hosts. I want co-moderators. Each specific night, like we have the men's night, we have the story night, we have Friday nights. Um, that's an opportunity for a different person each night to help moderate, and it does keep me from being the sole authority here. And it starts to the leadership is more shared and more of a community thing than a me trying to drive it and keep it going. It says when the tension rises, say it plainly. I know I'm stepping into dad energy. Someone's got to hold the boundary. I'll take it. I did say that. Did a whole stream on it. Daddy's home. That somebody has to step up and be the adult. I watched everybody get flipped into it was like regressive, their younger selves and or their more feminine self. I'm like, I can't believe it's me, but somebody has got to be the man around here. And then weekly reflection, ask yourself every week, did I use authority to create space? Or, see, this is all, to me, this is in your head. All of this stuff is in your head stuff. All right, anyway, well, that's the AI tips. I'm going to drop the link. Let's get a panel going. I thought it went well. Untrackable came up, which he was the perfect person for men's night. I don't know, Zephyr. I, I've seen you be enlisted into some enabling. That's what like when I say beta bit, like flipping the beta bitches. They get them to give power, like transfer their power to that person, and I have seen you do that. Oh, well, let's correct that, Frank. Let's get you some tunes up. Should I do this klezmer thing? Which? Oh, damn. Which one? Which one? Rockabilly? Bad Side of the Moon? The guy with the guitar looks appealing. Is he a good one? I need an intermission anyway, so you tell me. And then we'll do a panel. We're going to do a Frank original. Piss music of choice for quality streams everywhere. He is moving up the charts. He's, I don't like to build him up too much and overinflate him. So I'm very like economical with my praise. But I find it really hard to restrain myself lately with his music. He's pretty damn good. Mm, mm, I don't want to. It's worms. I don't want to open up. Well, I'm offering you a chance to cure our boredom with one of your soulful tunes. I'm just waiting for you to tell me which one. See, this is you flipping me to play your music. But it plays into my agenda as well, so it's mutual. It's mutual transactional use. You scratch my butt, I touch yours. Hey freak, what's up? Well, that's you. That's that's your attention. That's because I understand him just fine. But I also have the kind of brain that can flex to different conversational styles. I've been doing it my whole life because I grew up around so many different types of people, telling so many different types of stories. All right, Frank, are you going to give me a tune or not? I can only hold it for so long here. Otherwise, I'm going to play this little hillbilly guy. Oh, I saw part of that actually. Yeah, I think it's great that Freak is doing guests. All right, anyway, enjoy the latest from this Frank. Bad Side of the Moon. Let's see what this is about. This better not be copyrighted. Is this copyrighted? It says cover. What are you doing one later? Frank, I don't want to play it if it's copyrighted. Here, I'll play Rockabilly just to be safe. All right. Ooh, that's kind of a sexy cow. I think you're gonna like this one. Here you go. Enjoy Rockabilly, Cow and Chicken from the artist unfortunately known as Just Frank. And I'll be back. Brown chicken, brown cow. Chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, cow. Brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow. You're a genius, Frank. These two are going to be a nationwide That is one sexy steer. What? Oh, you timed the freak. Okay. All right. So, hey, Beak, what's up with you? So, what I learned is slow down, don't be so bossy, and try to start talking from in here more. And I am bad about that. I don't know how to stay in here or even get in there. But sometimes it comes out. Some things activate my emotions. I mean, the amount of time that I spend here, you would think, like, I would have more of an emotional charge for being here. Some of it might just be burnout or stagnation. I've been doing it for so long. I just don't have the same freshness like on every stream now. It's become routine. I need a challenge. But is it a cover? It says cover. Am I going to get copyrighted? The bottom of what chat? I am reading the bottom of the chat. That's where all the new stuff shows up. Yeah, and I'll probably be streaming even more. Maybe even a couple of times a day. I want to spend more time on the channel and try to get it growing and reaching the right people. So that's the plan. And I'm looking for collaborators. Oh, hang on, Frank. With the bottom of what chat? Play that one. It's not is not going to be copyrighted. I'm talking about the lyrics. All right, let's. Oh, is fuck? Is it fuck? It's Halloween. Shit, man, I really did leave the Satanism behind. Happy Halloween, everybody. We'll do something today. We'll have Halloween. Come in costume, or just bring your normal scary selves. Or even better, come as somebody else in the Panelverse and make us think that it's you or that you're them. This is the day to troll and prank and do your little chaos and darkness and all of that. We'll have fun with it. What a party it'll be. So, are you saying play the klezmer? Just give a little thumb or something. Type anything. Just in time to hear Frank get me copyright struck.
Woo hoo hoo.
Actually, I'm gonna save it for piss music. I'm not good at. I'm not the best at impersonation. Oh, you mean for costumes? Yeah, like just change your avatar and your screen name, just like they do with the soccer accounts, and just come as someone else. I don't know what you do about the voice though. You'd have to do somebody maybe similar to your voice. Is this the one from last night?
From last night.
Remember we played it?
Last night? But oh yeah, you
Body a
did, huh?
coup? You don't
You
remember?
did. You did or you did. That's right. I forgot.
We played both
I
with the weird version and the crazy
Oh
version.
yeah, you did. That's crazy. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Yeah. I played it a couple of places today. There's this other group, they they just do nothing but music, and they're just a bunch of music makers.
I love that people have art to bring around to the different streams now. This is so cool. Like, hi, I'm Zephyr. I'm stopping by on your stream today. Do you want to hear my new song?
The
And then
only thing
everybody
that's
can
really
listen to it together with the person that made the song.
what's really weird though is that I think that the people at the other channel, they think I'm a guy.
Who's making that mistake?
Well, because all they're hearing is the music and it's a masculine
Oh,
voice.
not. Oh, yeah. I might think that too if I didn't know it was coming from
Well,
you.
and everybody also like always if they don't if they just see me in chat, most of the time I don't have my face. And so if I'm not like up on a panel, they have no idea. I get mistaken for a guy a lot, actually.
You mean even in chat?
Yeah. I think Zephyr is not it's not a feminine name.
The first time I met you, I think I saw you on TML, so I saw you at the same time as your name, and so it immediately got associated with you.
Yeah, but I get that a lot where they're like, "Oh my God, Zephyr's a chick? What?"
Well, it's we couldn't even tell. It's the same yelling as you would be doing if it was the present. It's just your own personal little loop. It's timeless. So what you got going on today? Hey, do you want to do a card?
I'm in the car at the
Oh no,
laundromat
don't
right
worry about it.
now.
That reading that
Yeah,
I was so excited about the other day completely imploded. Does that happen?
sometimes I said
Where
it
it
could
like
go either
paints one
way.
reality and then it crashes into the actual reality.
Yeah, but you're always getting new opportunities, so it's still showing that you're the steering wheel, you know? And there was two outcomes. One of them was crash, the other one was not.
Oh, I didn't know,
So,
but I thought it was like rising above the ocean in that little hovercraft.
yeah, that was the works. Yeah, that was the future. That's works though. So, it's That's only the very beginning of it. So you
Where
can
it
still
the
get that.
hovercraft crashed.
No, it didn't crash.
It
It didn't,
did.
but it didn't burn. You can
It didn't
still,
burn, but it
you
didn't
can make
turn
it
out like
fly.
the reading made it see. The reading left that part out.
Well, maybe it's also looking further forward into the future too. Who knows?
Oh, when the hovercraft actually does start working. Well, I'm not ruling it out. I'm still trying to get it off the ground, so maybe it
Yeah,
will turn
well,
out to
you're
be
just learning to
prophetic.
fly, right?
Yeah, I've never been good at that.
Well, and I'd say that manifestation, the thing that they left out for one was that you should always end it with what in a with ease and in a way that brings me joy. It might take a little bit longer to get you there, but it won't crash your life out.
Oh, is that the secret within the secret that they left out?
That and you need to actually do something. You can't just think about it. Like say
That's what I always thought.
if you want to
Like,
manifest money, you have to like
yeah,
get
you
yourself
have
a
to go
bank
out and make it
account.
happen.
You have to get a bank account, you have to go out and like look for opportunities and then you seize them when you see them, but you're not it's not just going to knock on your door.
Yeah.
Probably. You can't count on that. People just thinking that they
But
can
if
just
it's authentic vision, like if it's a powerful enough vision, the vision is gonna translate itself into action
well, and the
just
thing
by
is
the like
like
straight. It's gonna overflow into action if it's strong enough, and you're gonna have no choice but to live it out because you're so inspired by it.
I do a monthly manifestation technique. It's called the 2 cup method and it's not
That sounds
anything to
nasty.
it does because of 2 girls, 1 cup. Yes. I know. But it's called the 2 cup method
And
and you
boobs. We're trying to
basically
get more boobs here. Frank,
I use I use moon water,
where's moon water?
which moon water is on the full moon. I take my big jug of water and I sit it
Oh,
outside in the moonlight and let it sit.
oh yeah, like sun tea except with moonlight.
Yeah, basically. And so I have my moon water and I take and I put a post-it on a cup and then I put a post-it on another cup. But I write on one the things that I am releasing that I want to let go this moon cycle and then I pour the water in that cup and then I put the post-it on the other cup that says the things that I want to bring in and I pour the water from one cup into the other cup and then I focus on it, I read it out loud and then I drink the water.
Does it work
It works quite often, yeah.
to release things?
Yeah, because you're exchanging the things that you don't want for the things that you do want.
I used to do stuff like that when I was pagan. Those little rituals with candles and herbs and
Yeah,
drawing things on the
primarily I
ground.
just that's pretty much besides my daily like yoga, meditation, and like meditating with art. Pretty and showering. I have like a shower ritual. That's like the only like
That's an
major.
important one.
Yeah, the shower ritual is a big one.
Hope everyone has one.
Yeah, well, I do mental cleansing and idea sprouting all in the same
Do you wash your
thing.
legs?
I do.
Okay.
I shave
Because
my
you know they
legs,
think that
so
we don't.
yeah. Well, I
Well, I
do.
don't. I mean, I
I
don't
shave my
really
legs, so I
put
have
that
to
much
wash
effort
them
into.
because I use soap to shave my legs.
Oh, okay, so they get really clean. Yes, we're
I would love
finally
it.
getting some. We've been getting a lot more boobs lately, and many kinds, many
Boobs.
sizes, many varieties.
Yeah, I have two. Sometimes I'm a boob, so that counts as a third one, I
Three, a
guess.
third boob. You are. I am the third boob.
Triple nipple. It's a sink. We were talking about it on some other stream the other day. It was like my boss, my old boss at the strip club. His name was JP, and he had 3 nipples, and we called him Triple Nipple. But
Yeah, there was some who I either knew. I think it was on a reality show. One of them had a triple nipple,
yeah,
or did
it's
I
just
know him in
a.
person? I don't. There's somebody I know with a triple nipple. I don't know if
I
it's from
think that
TV or from real life.
I wonder if that's just a weird random mutation or if it's like they had a twin that they absorbed.
Oh, like a chimera?
Well, like that can happen, like where you
Yeah,
absorb your twin.
it shows up in DNA test.
Yeah.
Supernumerary nipple, an additional instance of nipple occurring in mammals, including humans and monkeys. They're often mistaken for moles, but what causes them? Is a fairly common condition in which you're born with an extra nipple. I guess it's just genetic. You just come
So it
out
is a
that way.
weird mutation, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh,
Well,
interesting.
I had extra bones, so I'm not
Extra
surprised.
bones? Where?
Yeah, I had an extra coccyx. It's
Oh, in
like
your
I had an
tail?
extra vertebrae at
In
the
your
base of my
ass?
spine. Yeah, and I knocked it off. I fell on my ass and I knocked it off.
Oh.
It hurt. Yeah.
Oh.
But it's
See,
lucky
I'm
that
feeling empathy. Oh, God.
I was lucky that it was there though, because I could have had a major spinal injury otherwise.
Oh, so if you had had normal bones, it would have been even worse.
That's what they told me, yeah. But what's really crazy is they can't put it back. So it just floated around in there, and then after
Oh,
some
stop.
time
Oh, oh.
my body just reabsorbed it because it doesn't cause me problems anymore. It used to be like just floating around in there, and I would sit on it wrong sometimes and it would hurt like hell, but eventually my body reabsorbed it. It took a few years though. But I used to not be able to wear high heels because the muscles in my back would like cut off the circulation and my tailbone would swell up. It would hurt.
What, what does that
I
look
went
like?
to the Yeah, it just looked like I had a big bump, like
Oh.
kind of like a little tail was about to sprout out, and it was pretty painful. It was like I had a third butt cheek.
I don't mean to laugh. It sounds
No, you
painful.
can laugh. It doesn't bug me at all. It's it's just a weird thing.
It's painful and surreal. I think that's what I'm reacting to.
Yeah. Well, what's really weird is I had an extra rib too, and it got dislocated. But that was domestic violence.
Oh.
And they can't put those back either. So both of my extra bones I've had dislocated and they were reabsorbed. But I do have x-rays to prove that they exist. Or the doctor does, at least. I don't have the copies of them, but
He has copies of your bones?
yeah, it's in my record, my medical record.
Oh,
It's like he
photographic.
has
I thought he
x-rays.
meant
Yeah.
like he
No, they couldn't
modeled
take
the
them out. They didn't take
actual
them out
bone
or anything.
and
Yeah,
kept
no. Huh.
a mold of it or something.
I wanted to keep my gallbladder stone too, but they wouldn't let me have it.
What
That was pretty.
they let my grandma. She kept it in the kitchen, like on her shelf with her dishes. There was this little bottle with stones
I
in it from
wanted
her.
it. Yeah, I wanted it. I was like, I wanted the whole thing. I wanted to put it in formaldehyde and keep it, but my
Yeah,
gallbladder.
they used to let you. I wonder why. They let me
Yeah, I
keep
don't
my
know.
teeth.
I asked him and he wouldn't let me. He was like, no.
Happy
He said,
Halloween. Yeah, what are you doing for Halloween, by the way?
I don't know. I
Let's
don't
do a
think I'm doing
party.
anything this year. My friend Kelly asked me if I was doing anything, but I don't know. I think Dan is
We can
working,
create
so
spooky AI music and songs and premiere them.
maybe.
We could do the Monster Mash. There's plenty of them around here.
Yeah, Dan works tomorrow and the next day, or the next night. I'm at work in the car right now, just waiting, hanging
You're
out.
in that shopping center.
Yeah. I usually get out and walk around. It's kind of chilly tonight though.
What time does he get off?
7 a.m. and it's like 3:30 now, pretty much.
Wait, so you're out there for hours just sitting in the car?
Yeah, I can fall asleep or like I just like
Why
hang
don't
out
you
on
just stay at
screen
the house?
because I can't. I have to drive him. He doesn't have a license right now.
But you can't like drop him off and go back home and then come
No,
pick
it's
him
too
up.
far. It's like a 45-minute drive, so it's like much easier just to wait in the car until in the morning. Because I would be doing this at home anyways, just sitting in the bed.
Okay.
And if I'm tired, I can climb in the back seat. I brought a pillow and a blanket.
What does he do?
He works at a laundromat. He's an attendant.
Oh, okay.
Graveyard shift.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
only like three
graveyard.
cars here right now. It's very slow tonight.
Well, it's not slow over here. Let's welcome the man.
Tank! Yay!
Yes. Yeah, 45-minute drive is pretty much my normal drive to work. Maybe in the night it's like down to 30
Your
minutes.
your mic is watery or muffled.
Let me turn it back up. For some reason it goes down when I come here. Mic check.
Yep, I think you're
Yeah,
okay.
that's better.
What's up?
What are you up? What are you up to?
Oh, yes. So try to send you a PM, but I'll just ask you the same question um, live. So so pretty much, Zephyr, um, I started going to strip clubs again. I think I did once last week and once this week because I just need to train my body. I know I can read just choosing signals because of visual novels, but my body isn't properly trained. So I started going to strip clubs so I could have at my instinctual level epigenetically like my flattery instincts and responses and sales if I can improve my guess sales and stuff. So
Oh,
if I
so
can
you
move
can work
up,
on your flirting?
yes.
Yes. Cool. So what do you want to ask?
Um,
I think you went beyond the flirting stage, right?
yeah, yeah, but
Okay.
you had to go. We had to go further than the flirting stage. I'm actually was pretty okay with flirting already. It's just I can't escalate properly because I don't have the bodily experience. I could read, probably can't write. I would say,
Cool.
but yeah,
And
so pretty much what since you worked in the industry, I try to figure out what do though I guess people work they usually do during the daytime, so I can just integrate myself there as well, so I don't just be a client.
Like where the
um
strippers hang out in the day.
it,
Yes.
it's really unreasonable to think that any stripper would be willing to date a client.
Well, I hear
So,
about it all the time, even in the Panaverse. So
well, I don't know who is I've never seen it in the whole time that I was working there. I have heard of some girls that were they were working girls on the side, but that is about the only time. I mean, I went out on a one date with a guy, and we would just went out to dinner, and it was very awkward. It was like, I don't know, it was not. He was like totally like he was in love with like a fantasy version of who I was, I think, and definitely not.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, but I quit dancing shortly after that as well because it was like kind of over anyways. But it was just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
the
I
freak
don't think
I
it's
no the freak I'm allowed to touch in a club. So maybe I pretty much if you go to get a lap dance, you can touch them if they give the permission or just too slow.
yeah. Uh, I I think that it might have been the I don't know if the regulations are different there or whatever, but
They are.
yeah, they must be because like we were allowed to touch the guys like limited amounts, a little bit more in the VIP room probably. I mean, I think there was one guy that like was very attracted to, and I probably in the VIP room got a little bit crazy, but he was just really really attractive, and I was like, wow, I bit him. He wanted me
You
to
bit
though.
him?
He wanted me to.
Oh. I guess it does go by state. I don't know how it is in Vegas at the chicken ranches.
Oh, at the chicken ranch or at the bunny ranch or whatever. Those are, yeah, that's actually a,
You can
uh,
touch.
well, yeah, there's more than that. at the
Yeah,
bunny
but
ranch.
there's no point in me traveling halfway across the country when there's plenty of people here.
Yeah, especially for dating. Yeah, but I'm not like thinking that that's really a reasonable like place to
You're
find a
dashing his
stripper.
Yeah,
hopes.
but I'm already out of school, so don't tell me just go to school. Plus, it's more expensive than traveling across the country.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just saying that there's got to be better places to find someone to date, but it's good practice, I suppose.
All right, so you have no idea. You have no idea where you are when you went working.
Where would you send somebody like Hank?
Um, somewhere, I mean, you're gonna ideally be looking for somebody that has somewhat common interests. So whatever you're into, just like, I mean, most of the time, I've actually found someone that I was working with, or someone that like I've dated guys whenever I worked at the grocery store. I met some people there, and I went out with them, and or go to concerts or things like that, and I've met people.
All right, so
But
there's a mantra that I actually follow called "Don't shit where you eat," which means don't bother dating coworkers because
we'll
if it
see, and
doesn't go
that's I
well, then
followed
you'll
that
be getting
too.
the
But I
job
would just
start.
quit my job and find another one if I found somebody that I like to date at a job.
Okay,
But if you're attached to your job, I suppose that wouldn't be very good for you to do then.
I can drop it, but the thing is, most jobs right here is garbage. Plus, we're doing a lot of stuff changing the economy because of chatbot slop and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. There's got to be there's like meetups and stuff for different interests and stuff. There's like Facebook groups, locals or whatever.
Yeah, that was
I
what I
know.
was doing a decade ago. That wasn't working for me. I was into makers, spaces, computer stuff. I still am, but I don't. I just got tired of being around those people, so it stopped going. Plus, it's kind of expensive because it's across town.
Where did the find out where the autistic women hang out?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was. That's what I suggested before. Was like the autists dating autists group.
I guess the autism group's too controlled by shrinks, so I just don't want to be
Is
around them.
it?
Well,
Oh,
mine are locally.
oh man. Well, have you talked to Twilight anymore about you guys going out and him wingmanning, or is he too busy?
I don't need a wingman. I just need opportunities. I
Have
Well,
you
go
gone
he
out
on
by
Kendra yet?
myself. Have you gone Kendra yet?
No, but I'm not looking like you are.
what's Kendra?
She's a YouTuber, and you go on and you tell her it's like a dating show, and you tell her what you're looking for, and she asks you some questions, and she has like thousands and thousands of an audience, and then if anybody in her audience is interested, they just contact her, and she hooks y'all up.
Yeah, so I go
So
with a
it's like a
principal.
way to like put a little live personal ad in front of a very large audience.
Yes, so I don't have the right appeal, so I'm not going to try to go across a large audience.
Well, you don't know it until you don't
Well,
know what
yeah, you
appeal
don't
you
know. It's
have.
like
Do it with your
there was
shirt
that
off, though.
what happened with that one girl that was flirting with you on the panel that one time?
Noel,
I was going to say Noel.
no,
No, it wasn't Noelle. It was the black girl.
I haven't seen her. Um, yeah, I haven't seen her again, so she's not really
And
compatible.
she was definitely flirting with you.
Yeah, she was, but I haven't seen her, so she's not compatible. But yeah,
Yeah, I
Noel,
would say
no,
you
no place.
definitely don't want to date any panel-verse people. Like I think all the ones that I've seen that
I
are
think they're
single
all
or
taken. They're all dating each other.
they're all dating each other or they're crazy or they're taken, you know?
Yeah, the only Pelvis person that's if she wasn't so
Me and
far
Joe
away
Cool
is,
were dating
is
for a little
compatible with
while.
me is Snowfire because she's the same MBTI type, so I could tolerate her over a long time. But yeah, most Pelvis people, nah.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, if anybody out there in the panelverse watching this tonight, right now, knows
That's right. If there's
anybody
any outliers out there that
that
want
find
to,
Hank delectable, Like a little bit of chocolate.
Chocolate drop.
Yep, yep.
Demon time PT party. That's right. Actually, it's Seder time. We were doing personal growth work. Believe it or not. Welcome, whoever you are.
That's Bunny Christ.
I wonder if that's
He
who I
doesn't
Oh
think
like
it
any of
gosh.
us, but he's stuck. The technology is controlled by him. He
Is
needs
he
he needs to do
stalking you, Hank?
I'm so glad our troll is back.
I
I
thought he was
missed it.
married. I thought he had a wife, and she
Yeah,
lived
I
in
know.
Frank?
I
Boston,
know.
and
I'm
he
not so
did.
convinced
He missed the
Who
anymore.
would
I want to
marry
opportunity.
talk
that?
to it. I want to talk to his wife. I don't believe she exists.
Mimsy Limbs.
Oh, is that
Is that his
Rant?
wife?
Yes, that's Bunny Christ.
Oh, I thought that was a girl.
No, it's Bunny. Well, well, I can see now why he's a twink, but that's Bunny Christ.
I thought Mimsy Limbs was a girl.
Mimsy
Who?
Limbs is a girl. Bunny Christ is a boy, allegedly, but he's a twink. So
Yeah, he's kind of a character.
Bunny Christ is
He's,
Rant, right?
yes,
yes, Rant.
you had to have our faith in him because we
I
can't
like
trust
Rant.
any other branch of Christianity other than the one he
Yeah,
made.
Rant doesn't care much for me. I don't
Oh,
think he thinks I'm a witch, and
well, he thinks I'm a devil worshiper.
yeah,
It hasn't
I
stopped
like him
us.
though. He's all right, I guess. I mean, I love everybody. I don't know if I like him though. Actually, I do love him though.
He's
Maybe
he's
you could
okay
be our
sometimes.
lover. Like I can outsource the love to you, so I don't have to do it, and you could just love everybody in the community for me.
I try. I mean, I do that anyways. So, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. You just have to give me what I'm expected to do, and I will agree or disagree.
I guess just keep the people love bombed and feeling good.
Yeah, I try and
We'll
stay
do bad
positive.
cop, good cop. I'll be the heavy that sets the boundaries and tells them everything wrong about themselves, and you could be the one that comes and loves bombs them and makes them feel welcomed and wanted and
Well, I'm
belonging.
not doing no glazing though. I'm not a glazer. I'm not
Oh,
gonna glaze no donuts.
we kind
But
of need a glazer.
yeah,
We lost our best glazer the other day.
who who?
The guy we lost.
Oh, yeah. Is he? He was never glazing, was
He
he?
was
Was
good,
I
yeah.
thought that was just
Yeah,
that was
I
like
think he's going somewhere.
that was like more toothpaste than
He
glaze.
did go somewhere.
But I'm pretty good at glazing when I want to.
Yeah, I bet.
I try. I do honest
Oh,
glazing. I can't glaze if it's
I
not
do
actually
too.
real.
I can't lie.
But if it's real, I could put layers and layers of glaze.
I can find something good to say about anyone.
Me too.
Can
And
you
I
really?
tried.
Who's the person you hate most in the Panelverse?
Look, Bunny Christ annoys me right now, so I'll glaze him. So
Find what? Can you find something good to say about him?
oh absolutely. So he's very enthusiastic. He's very enthusiastic.
He is a lot of passion.
Yeah, he's a lot of
Yep.
passion. Um,
I like his characters whenever he does the like whenever he's dressed up like
Ooh, that's a challenge.
the morphin uh the morphin mighty morphin group or whatever the fucking thing that he was on the other day or whenever he was Andrew Wilson.
I do think there is one thing that I have to give Snafu credit for, but I don't want to empower him, so I don't want to say it on stream. But I,
yeah,
and it's not necessarily a good thing. It's just a thing that he had a certain skill that I have to give him his props for. I don't
yeah,
necessarily
What is
consider it
it?
even a
yes.
good one, but that's as close as I could come to praise for anything about Snafu.
Yeah. He has a lot of audio avatars. He probably doesn't like looking at his own face, but he has a lot of audio avatars, and sometimes it matches the bit he's doing. So he's good. He's good at
Yeah.
changing clothes, I guess.
If I have to say something good
That's what we
about
could
him,
make this to say something nice about your enemy's stream.
yeah. Well, with Snafu, I think that he's persistent. That's a good thing, usually, I
Like
guess.
fanatical and
Well, he's
obsessed.
persistent. He like sticks with his story. Like even if his story is off, he's very adamant and
That's
persistent
admirable to you.
and
He
tenacious. Yeah.
persists in the face of reality,
Yeah.
Yep.
like Don Quixote.
but I don't know if I could. I mean, and he's he's got a nice smile when he's smiling, I guess.
Okay, not that's this is good. This is good work. Not many people would be able to say all those good things about the people they hate.
Yeah, and the
Oh,
couple of times when he does dress decent, when has his beard trimmed, wears his glasses, um, you wouldn't even notice that he's snafu.
yeah,
Well, he pulled off a good deception right here on this stream one night.
really?
Yeah, yeah,
How
that was one of
so?
his best. It was a master troll. I gotta give it to him.
Did you fall
He
for
came
it?
backstage posing as somebody else, and I thought he was that person, and I started talking to them like they were that person, and saying like we were getting into it, and it wasn't even the real person. And then the person watches the streams is like, I didn't know Jeff thought all that about me. And then they went on a crusade against me and Moose.
Oh yeah,
And then all kind of bullshit and lies came out, and it completely imploded, and that was the end of that. And it never happened again.
yeah, yeah. It's good whenever you can minimize the damage, and people trying to do
I just
damage
walk. I
that.
don't sit there in dumpster fires and keep poking and poking. I walk away. The minute I
Yeah, I
see
know. I don't
disaster,
understand why more.
I step away from it.
I just don't understand why more people don't do that.
I've been ever since I was a kid. I grew up with a lot of dysfunction, and I also had like a lot of healthy people and places around me, and I just naturally knew to gravitate away from the dysfunction to the healthy every time. If there was too much dysfunction, I would go find where the health was, just instinct. And so I don't have like dysfunction. I have a natural reaction to dysfunction that turns me off. It's displeasure. It
Well, I
seems
think that
unhealthy. I'm not incentivized to be involved in it. I want a better path, etc. That's my reaction to dysfunction. Some people get into it and it feeds them.
yeah, the things that they're arguing about for the most part are not even really important things. And it's like, even if you disagree with somebody, like, you're not going to convince them by arguing.
I think there's a lot of emotional enmeshment that happens under the surface, and then the conversations are like the surface symptom of whatever this emotional dynamic is. And I can't figure out what the emotional hook is.
Oh, well, yeah, I can figure it out. So it's usually domination or paranoia. So, example,
So
uh
nothing healthy.
yeah. So, Pancake Planeteer is paranoid about just science in school, which is reasonable because a lot of the stuff they teach in school is just wrong. But they haven't got the technical skills to figure out what the shape of the thing they live on is. Um, because they haven't read the source
Well,
material
yeah,
how
but
they did the
it-
first time.
It's a
there's
great
there's a
filter.
there's a bulletproof argument that, or there's a bulletproof thing that you can say to all flat earthers, and every single one of them, not a single one of them has come at me whenever they say, "Are do you believe in the flat Earth?" I
Is it?
say,
Have you
"I
ever
think."
been on a plane?
No, I
Uh,
say, I believe it's all the shapes simultaneously. So I'm not invalidating them, and their
the
paradigm fits
ultimate
within my
people
paradigm.
pleaser answer.
Yes,
You're
and my
all right, and I
and,
love you all.
yeah, and I say show me the edge. So
I'll just say,
Yeah,
like, didn't they just go to Antarctica? Antarctica. That's the only
they
thing I need
did,
to
and
say.
that was like a big old controversy thing too. They were like, apparently that they got psyoped, or like somebody was paid or
But
something like that. I don't know.
you
There's all
have a
sorts of
good point.
excuses.
If that is the bulk of what constitutes the panelverse, these are not people that are processing the world in a normal way to begin with.
Probably not.
So it's
There are very
not
few sane
surprising that
people.
they would have these weird bonds with each other that produce this. What
Yeah,
did you
it's a
say?
check.
Paranoia and what else? Domination?
yes.
They get it. They get in their echo chambers, and everything is like fear based. That they're because there's something beneath the surface, like you said.
The slave
That
realm or the hell realm or
that's
whatever that we're
yeah, or
living in?
something that's like, oh, it's the hell realm. All these people are demons, or
They
something.
are
It's
my
always
hell realm.
fear.
Their paranoia and fear of the hell realm is making my world a hell realm. They're bringing the
Well,
hell
but
into it.
you don't have to let it.
I don't.
You just,
I don't.
yeah,
But
see?
it finds its way over here because a lot of people come from there.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, it's just like annoying mosquitoes. You have to deal with them, You know?
yeah. So with
Yes.
domination,
How do you manage your annoying mosquitoes in a community? That is a very good question.
careful light management.
Get
That's
to
all.
know them.
Yeah, that too.
I try. I can only go so far with
Some people,
people
yeah.
that whose minds are that different from mine.
Yeah. Well, and that's got
But
to
I
be
try.
particularly challenging for you because your mind is different than a lot of people's. I mean, mine is
I think it's pretty
pretty
normal.
challenging for
But
me. You think it's
yeah,
normal, but you're
it is
not
different
normal
in
yet.
ways I'm not always aware. It
Yeah.
is.
I think you're different, but I like different.
Depends on the difference, I guess.
And I've heard you like talking shit about women, but I don't take it personally. I understand it. I mean, I kind of agree with you about a lot of things that you've said. Like, and this,
Experience and observation. That's all I'm sharing. Hey, Moose.
yeah, exactly.
Good morning.
So when it comes for domination, um, that's probably because a lot of people's relationships they claim is mutual is actually hierarchical.
Yeah,
Right. It's like power over versus power with. Some people need power over to feel comfortable and get things done, and some people are able to share power collectively and do things.
yep. And I'm all
And there,
about the second
And some
one.
people are
The first one
threatened by power
sucks.
sharing. So instead of collaboration, they have to be the one that sets himself up at the top of the hierarchy.
Well, if
Which
they're going
is
to do that,
fine
then
if
they
you're a
need to
good leader, but it's the bad leaders that keep ended up at the top somehow. That's the dysfunction to me. Is the good people are not the ones rising to the top.
yeah, well, that's because
So it's not filtering for
but think
health.
about it though. They're getting the bad team too because the people that would fall for that are not really that great of a team to have.
exactly.
Right. I don't think it is either. I'm looking at an eye from like the mainstream. What are people out there going to want to get invested in? What are they going to want to put their time, their effort into? And I don't think it's going to be a dysfunctional collection of YouTube channels. So I'm trying to give them something that is worth putting their time into. So that's my biggest criticism of the Panelverse is how is it going to reflect on other people on YouTube trying to do things that are different from that. I don't want to be tarred with their brush.
So so some
Yeah, don't be
some
tarred.
yeah. So OTW did a good way to self reflect. He watched his own show and criticized himself. So that's actually really good.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a great idea.
that's not too narcissistic.
I
No,
don't think so.
I don't think so. And you know
I
what?
wouldn't
I
even know
actually
where
go
to
back.
start. Is there a show in particular I should criticize? That would be
Well,
weird
just
to
go
me.
back
I
and
did
find
want
a
to do an
random
AI
show.
version of myself and talk to myself.
You could do that too. That's really interesting idea. I like to go back and I watch myself, and it's like whenever I go to review other people, I make sure that it's usually something that I was on too, and then I go back and I observe myself from the
I used
outside.
to do that when I first started streaming. I would watch each stream so I could learn and get better. And then I got to a point where I'm like, dude, you're fine. There's nothing else you need to learn from. It's all in your head. Like the things that I think I'm coming across a certain way when I see them on stream, nobody could notice them. And after a while, I learned to just relax that. Like whatever I think is going on and coming across, it's not really going to get picked up on stream. So I don't have to stress over that anymore. And once I learned that, I stopped needing to watch myself. But watching it from a technical perspective to like criticize the show and what could be better about it, I could see
Yeah.
advantage in doing.
Well, and see, and lately I've only been rewatching ones that if it comes up and I want to share the show with someone, I'll watch it as I share it. I'll share it with them and then I'll watch it myself. So if they ever want to talk to me about it, it'll be like right there in the front.
I
Or
did do one stream like that with the Dutchy thing. when I was going over, because she was spreading all these lies and it was right there on stream. So I took the stream and I went over it step by step to show the individual, like the path of the communication and the lies where she was trying to take it one way and what everybody else saw happen. So I'd reviewed that stream for a very specific purpose to clear my name and restore my credibility.
Yeah.
But that's the only time I've
I
ever
did
done
that
something like
too
that.
with a show with 10th Man, that supposedly Orthodox guy had a problem with shit that I said that, and I was like, it's not talking shit if it's true. And you were
He's
doing the
to me
exact
he's
same
just a
thing.
bully. There's a lot of bullies here that like to go and
Yeah,
pick fights and test their
I think
mettle.
so too. And I'm like,
It's maybe it's a guy thing or a
I
wannabe
think he
alpha
just,
thing. Like, cause real alphas don't need to go around bullying people and picking fights.
yeah,
That's not
I just
leadership.
think it's funny that, it's like people like to follow people around to different places on the panelverse and try and like screw with them wherever they
I
go.
think it's male bonding. I think it's
It might
guys'
be.
ways of bonding. They pick somebody that they have some
So,
attraction to or want to
so
bond
is that,
with, and then they start fighting.
so you think that's what Rant is doing with Hank, maybe?
No,
Trying to bond with
I
him?
think that's two spurgs just going
Uh,
at it.
I no, I don't say it's bonding.
Y'all think you're bonding?
Yeah, I do.
That's what it was with me and Browns Boy. I mean, honestly, I like Browns Boy
I
so much
love
now, but
Brown's
at
boy.
first he used to like
Me
friggin' just
too.
get on
I
my nerves.
I hated him. I couldn't even be on a panel with him. And every time we were on a panel, we'd fight. I would just start tearing into me. He gave me any little reason. That was it.
Yeah, he would just criticize every little thing
And
about
that went
me,
on for. He would try to like Karen the panel and start policing everybody and tell people
yeah,
how they
but
were
then
going to
at a
talk.
certain
And I'm
point,
like, not with me.
then
And
at
then
a
at
certain
some
point,
point, I started paying attention to what he was actually saying. And the
yeah,
dude is hilarious.
he is. I know, right? It's like so great. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
fun.
half the shit he says is like just a troll. And it's like if
Right,
you just
he's.
don't take it
I
personally,
love
it's
him.
like,
He's
what?
so sharp and witty and unique.
Yeah,
Yep.
sometimes he gets on a mission though, and he's like, I don't know, he goes a little extra.
I
But
like that. I like extra.
yeah, I do too.
But
Really.
I usually just push him a little bit further because he just a lot of times he tries to sap the throne. You need to actually follow through with the move for it to even work. And they say, "Nah, you
He
do it
tries to
yourself."
do what?
So when he tries to step the troll, he needs you to follow through for the troll to even work. So I just say, "Nah, you figure out on your own."
Is he
So
one of
can
the
I ask?
people who's trying to dominate that you were talking about?
Oh, absolutely.
Who
Yeah.
are the dominators, like the major ones, to look out for?
Uh,
Nafu, Paul.
yeah, Dusty is, but he'll leave people alone.
Who?
He's satisfied.
Yeah, Dusty, he doesn't like really, he doesn't go chasing after people trying to dominate him. He definitely
No, he
establishes his,
dominates his own space. Like he's the
yeah.
king of his own lair.
Well,
But
and
he
he's
doesn't
kicked
really
me
go
off.
out and pick fights, I don't think, unless it's for
He's kicked me
content.
off twice, and then like one time I was like, I think you overreacted, and he actually like said, yeah, I probably did, and he unblocked me. And then the second time I came back with like a different name because I was like, that was unreasonable, and but I was like, it was real obvious because I have a second account. It's Becky Licious Zephyr Girl, so it was like
Oh.
obviously me. And he didn't kick me out. And he was just like, he was just annoyed. He was hangry or something. I said something wrong, but he seems pretty reasonable to me. And
Mm,
I,
he
I
can
think the
be,
same
but he
way,
has his little moments.
I think the same thing with OTW and with Landry. It's like, I think they both have good things about them. And they're both, I know Landry's really challenging because he's funny in a way that is like
I
so
don't find
deadpan
him fun.
sometimes.
He doesn't make me laugh at all.
Well, that's because you don't get the deadpan. Because I think a lot of times he's doing this deadpan and it's so
I
good.
don't take him seriously because it's like random brain noise. It doesn't connect into any larger picture ever.
Oh,
And
yeah,
so
pay
it's
more
if
attention.
you don't enjoy him in the moment, there's nothing else to enjoy.
But he's
Like
actually
Hank, I
doing
can get
some
a
good
long-term
stuff.
sense of who Hank is from our conversations. There's this
But yeah, he's like,
consistency that develops over time. I don't get that
well,
from
and Hank is
this.
really who he is all the time authentically. And I think that Landry has a hard time.
He's a
He's been
kaleidoscope. I'm getting a you just shake it up and you get a random pattern at any given moment.
no, he's
So
got
so
agency.
I can't, there's nothing for me to center on to take seriously.
Oh, so
I
I'll tell
can't
you how to get
tune
him, Landry.
into whatever the substance is if it's
Yeah.
Break it
there.
down, Hank.
So Landry's pretty much like me, but he's not autistic. That's
He's
all it is.
Yeah,
very much
he's
highly
anxious. He's
neurodivergent.
anxious.
He's very much like my ex. I have dealt with this personality type before, up close,
Well,
very
see,
intimately.
then there you go. There's a
Oh,
bias
got it.
because he's a different person. He might
Yeah.
be like them, but he's different.
It's not a bias when it's observational, where this person is saying and doing the exact same thing, and then you have another person saying and doing the exact same thing, and I'm observing a pattern of two people and the similarities between them. How is that a bias? That's
Because
about as empirical as you can get in this situation.
So you did
because they're different
understand.
people, though.
But the behavior and the word are the same. So you can compare people if what you're comparing is identical across each person. Just like you can compare abuse patterns. You can compare
Yeah.
like the drama triangle is
Well,
independent
yeah,
of
and if there's
whoever's on
narcissists
it.
involved, they follow a pattern too. Narcissists do.
I want my intellect respected. I don't want to be accused of bias when I'm going out of my way to I'm aware of my bias. I'm aware of my past experience with other
Okay,
people similar. I'm trying to transfer the things very conscientiously and meticulously that
I
makes sense
stand
to
corrected.
transfer, and I'm trying not to let the stuff that doesn't apply. I'm very carefully trying to do all of that, and it's
Okay.
coming across the complete opposite, and I'm getting frustrated because I'm being misread
Oh,
and misunderstood and
I'm just
accused of
trying to
something
throw
I'm
it out
not
there.
doing,
I'm
and I
not
hate
accusing you
that.
of anything. I'm just
You said I
suggesting
was biased,
possibilities.
and so you're not taking my observations seriously because you think
Well,
they're
I
coming out of some
apologize.
kind of emotional bias. I think you're enabling him. I think you're biased against him. I
Okay,
think you
Jeff.
see him as
Jeff.
needing more protection than he
No,
actually does because he's a grown adult, and you step in and you play that mother hero role with him.
Jeff.
He has a lot of people on here doing that for him.
Jeff. Here's the thing. So you said you didn't understand them, but within the minute you said you did understand them, and you just like your ex. So which one
So
was it?
I didn't understand my ex either. That was one of the problems. There was never a stable version of him that I could connect to. And I'm having the exact same experience with Landry. What I just described, of there's no sense of a stable center to land on.
Oh,
Every time I interact, it's a random person. Combination of little traits that make a personality in the moment.
if you saw someone that was ENTP like you, how would you recognize them?
Let's say that again.
So if you saw another ENTP, how would you recognize and ground them?
There's a lot of ENTPs that come here, and it's like we vibe and connect right away, and then we realize later on that we're ENTPs. And so I guess if I connect really easily with somebody off the start, like there's just this flow to a conversation, there's a high chance they might be an ENTP.
Oh, I gotcha.
well,
But I also
I
don't
can.
think in MBTI terms, so I'm not really classifying people that way as I interact.
I stand corrected, Jeff. Apologies.
I mean, I want to be able to talk. I have a lot of experience with neurodivergence. I did it professionally. I have a lot of experience with this particular type because they've showed up in my life many times. I had a best friend very similar. I had the ex. I had a roommate. I know another person in Seattle. So I have like 4 or 5 people that have very specific like clusters of traits that I've noticed that they all share in common. And I want to be able to talk about that and be taken seriously without being made it seem like it's a personal bias and I'm not seeing reality accurately when
No, I don't think
I
it's a
see
personal
bias
bias.
from everybody else toward this person. That's part of the
Hmm.
dysfunction I'm trying to point out. It's not so much Landry, it's the power that Landry has to enlist people to enable his bad behavior, which is dysfunctional,
He
and
didn't
it's the
enlist me.
power he has to get other people to hand over their power to him.
Yeah, well, see, and he hasn't enlisted me or recruited me
Well,
or barely even talked.
you were cupcaking for him the other day about what he did on my panel, like not showing up for the panel and publicly fucking me over by not showing up. You
How
were
did it
trying
fuck
to
you
make
over?
it seem like
See,
I
maybe you
didn't,
just
I just don't understand and cut him some slack. He's this poor little half retarded
no,
disabled
I
kid.
don't think
He's
he's poor
not.
or half retarded. I know he's not. I think
He
he's
has a
smart
lot of
capable.
power. He's very savvy. He knows what he's doing. He's getting exactly what he needs from which props to him. Y'all are the ones that are being made the fool, and I'm watching it happen. And there's a lot of other people on these streams that are seeing the same thing, and we're watching it happen. And these are people with backgrounds in this shit. I'm trying. I spend this whole channel trying to establish trust that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to mental health, neurodivergence, dysfunctional pattern, all of that stuff. And no one's taking me seriously, but it's
I
going to
take you
turn out
seriously.
exactly like I have been saying. So all I have to do is wait.
Yeah, so
Okay.
But in the
I told
meantime,
to his face, and
I
I
don't
said,
I don't want to be have my speech shut down or be painted a certain
No,
way when I try to talk about this stuff.
"How am I shutting down
no,
your speech?
I don't
You're
want that
trying to
either.
you're trying to
Moose,
get
that
my
was I
attention."
was saying it how how he comes across to other people in their mind. I
Yes,
mean, he's as retarded as the rest of us. He's I'm half retarded too.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I called him
I
a troll to
definitely
his
am.
face. I think his and OTW Spikes is two clowns slapping
But
pines together.
this he's very polarizing because I don't think I'm doing anything wrong or
I
unhealthy. I'm acting exactly within the parameters of health that I set for this channel from the very start. And I'm being painted a certain way when I try to talk about it or make certain decisions based on my observations, based on my experience. I start to get pushback from this community over it. And that seems to me like enabling something that with my eye and my experience seems very unhealthy.
maybe
And I'm
it
going
is
to fight.
something.
If you're going to make me the bad guy
No,
when I'm
no,
not,
I'm
then
not.
you have just made an enemy of me because I'm going to
No.
fight to defend my reality.
Okay, that's fine. You could do that, but I'm not your enemy and I'm not criticizing you now. What I wanted to say is I was going to say something that maybe it is my problem because I tend to lean towards unity and I like when people can get along.
Right, but you want to paper over dysfunction in the process.
No,
And
I
I
don't. I
want
don't want to
actual
do that.
unity where the dysfunction is addressed so that it has a healthy basis to grow on. Not
Okay,
just let's ignore the dysfunction and pretend and get along so everybody is happy and we have heart. That's a false
so
harmony.
Jeff, how
That's
do
That's
what
I?
I just
that's what it's called
said.
a pseudo community.
Yeah, so how do I address that dysfunction? Because I told him to his face that it was bound for him to skip the meeting, and I called him a troll to his face. So
I
what else
missed
can I
some of
do?
that. I
No,
didn't
what else
catch.
do you want me to do? I told him to troll to his face multiple times. I told him he should keep his schedule. I told him he should get Moose as a manager so he can keep his schedule. What else do you want me to do? What else can you conceive of me doing?
Well, I wasn't saying anything about you.
Right.
I don't have a problem with you.
Well, what else can I do then?
But and Hank, you're also not the one going around like say like having false impressions of me. In fact, you seem pretty keyed into what's going on just like I am, more or less. So my issue is not with you,
Okay.
at least in this situation. Good idea, Fatty. Physically, I'm very my chemicals are flowing, my adrenaline's pumping, my heart's beating, my face is probably flushed. I'm
A
very
little bit.
reactive to being accused of something I'm not doing. I hate that shit. My family did it to me growing up. I was always getting in trouble for stuff that I had nothing to do with. I was the scapegoat. I was the very first person people would go to if anything was wrong. Jeff did it. Go find Jeff and start harassing and hassling him over it. And half the time it was not even stuff I was doing. And so I'm very sensitive to being accused of shit that I'm not doing, especially when I'm trying very hard to be faithful to reality. That's one thing I do on this channel. I think I've tried really hard to establish my commitment to getting at the truth of things and really understanding reality.
And I agree with you. I
And
think
when
you're
I
doing
try to do
great.
that and get painted a certain way, when that's not what I'm doing, I get angry.
Well, then my mistake.
Especially when it comes from
Sorry.
people that I think have an understanding of me.
Yeah. I get that. And I'm sorry, I did not mean to do that. I've done that a couple of times now, and I'm trying to figure out what.
And I think at the bottom of it, what I'm reacting to the most is it's trust. Like, do y'all not trust me? I thought we had
No,
trust. If y'all
I trust
trusted me,
you.
y'all wouldn't even be thinking this about me. So
I
it's
trust
like the
you.
subtext of all of this is there's some mistrust in me and more trust in your impression of these people.
No, I trust you. I don't have to agree with you always to trust you,
No, and
really.
nobody has to agree with me. I am willing to let reality play itself out. I'm
Yeah.
confident in my take on it.
And I will be the first
But
person to say you
the
were right.
only thing that will prove any of it is just time.
Yeah. Yeah. And this isn't
So
my first rodeo, so I'm sure that if and I've been wrong so many times before, I'm sure that it'll be fine
But
either way.
I'm not trying to do anything sinister or malicious here. I didn't want any of this outcome at all. I'm not the one that created this situation. I wanted everything to be harmony and growth and for like everything to work out. And because it didn't, that is not on me. And I feel like
I
I'm
don't
the
think it is
one being
on you either.
scapegoated for something that the other person should be taking responsibility for. And that is the dysfunctional dynamic right there that I'm trying to point out.
So what would be taking responsibility for it in your observation?
Let me go through if I would do it. Wait, Moose, you think this is a troll?
I don't know,
Am I
definitely
no,
not.
because Moose, I trust Moose on this. Am I being trolled? I don't.
by
It
who?
doesn't seem like a troll. It seems like Zephyr is legitimately
Zephyr,
trying to
no, he's not trolling
understand.
you.
I don't think
Yeah, I
Hank's
don't
trolling.
troll.
Or maybe are you talking about the chat?
Oh, it was a
Oh,
chat. Chat
okay.
don't
Yeah,
matter.
I'm kind of just letting them go.
Yeah, chat
Um,
don't matter.
so if I did it, if that happened to me, first of all, I would have handled it completely differently. I would have communicated with the person, and we were communicating all morning, so the lines were already open. I would have left the panel because I know it's the responsible thing to do, and my commitment is to what I said my commitment was. But let's assume for whatever reason I didn't break away. I had a good reason in my mind for not doing it. Here's where I get stuck. The person's in the chat room telling, "Hey, we have a meeting. Hey, I'm down here. Hey, are you coming?" I would have a very hard time not addressing that person and saying, "Oh, dude, give me 1 second." Or, "Look, I'm in a really heated conversation. I'd like to finish it. Can we do 10 minutes?" I would at least acknowledge and communicate with the person in the chat trying to remind me that it's time for the appointment. I didn't even get that. And so it's hard for me to say how to repair it when the psychology that led to it in the first place is so different from what I would have done. If I did, like say you came in and you're like, "Jeff, we're supposed to meet. We're doing a stream. Where are you?" And I saw you and I'd be like, "Oh shit, I have that stream with Zephyr." I can't imagine not acknowledging you, but let's pretend I did. It's Zephyr. I have the stream. I don't have time to pay attention to her right now. I'm too locked into this fight. Blah 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 blah. Afterwards, I would feel like shit.
Well, and I would hope
I would
that
feel like I completely fucked up the friendship, the relationship, and I would be willing to take whatever consequence you thought appropriate.
you'd
If you're
face
like,
it in
"Jeff,
a
I'm
towards.
pissed off at you and never want to talk to you again," I'd be like, "I can't blame you. I understand
Yeah,
why I completely fucked." I would own it. I would take responsibility.
yeah,
I would not make it seem like it was something about you. You should
yeah.
have
Is that
been
what you did?
this. You should have done this. You didn't understand this. You fell short here. You did. I would own what I did.
So he didn't do that
And
with you?
I would feel bad about it. And I would find out from the person if there's any way to repair that. I wouldn't make other people fight my battles. I wouldn't sit there and project and gaslight and deflect while people circle the wagons around me to defend me so I don't have to do it myself and take the responsibility and face my actions.
Where did
That
this
is how I,
happen?
as a man, would handle it. And I would
Where
feel better about myself handling it that way. I would feel more in line with myself, more integral, integrity.
Yeah. Where did this happen? Where you were at, you went to go find him, or
I pulled up. No, I was just pulling up YouTube to kill time, thinking he would show up. I didn't even expect to see him on a panel, and it was either Flow or OTW or one of the big panels, and he was on it with TML, and they were in this heated debate. And TML was even trying to wrap it up. TML was even saying, "Hey, Landry, we can wind this down. Let's do this. That we could do this another day." And everybody was trying to ease him off the stream so he could meet with me because he acted. This is another thing. He acted one way to my face, like he was really into what we were talking about. He wanted to do this channel. This is where his commitment was, and his actions were saying something completely different. I kept telling people he's saying this, but it looks to me like this other thing is the truth. And people were like trying to downplay and, oh, well, just give it, let's see what. And I was pretty certain I was seeing what I thought I was seeing. And once again, reality proved me right because that's exactly where his loyalty and commitment was that day. And so the
yeah, I'm
second
very
thing I would do was I would acknowledge the person's perception. I would say, Jeff, you are 100% right. I am more invested in this panelverse than your channel. I'm sorry I misled you. I don't know why. I thought I wanted to do your channel, but I can't break out. I'm a dick. Whatever the reason, I would validate the person's reality and not gaslight. Like, what are you talking about? Of course I want to
yeah.
do your channel. What, you think just because I'm hanging out on this panel that I'm not prioritizing your channel? Dude, what's wrong with you? Give me a little faith. Give me a little that's bullshit abuser tactics. That's gaslighting, that's Darvo, that's manipulation, that's victim blaming, that's enabling. I am alert to all that bullshit. I've been living with it my whole life. I work with it professionally. I study it professionally. I have an eye for it. I'm not wrong about this stuff. You can get any psychologist in here to study it. They're going to tell you the same thing. Again, it's that trust. Why do y'all not trust that I know what I'm talking about here?
I'm
Because
convinced.
y'all need to protect your bond with this guy because for some reason your ego is tied up in it.
No,
It's an
no,
ego bonding thing.
it's not. I'm not ego bonded with him at all. Um, and I think that you
Or
are,
it's
in
some
fact,
kind of
correct.
enmeshment thing because you were one of the people enabling him to not
How
handle
am
it
I
the way I
enabling
just
him?
described. I watched you do it on chat, telling me how I should be more understanding and this and that, and
I was just hoping
I'm
that
like,
you would
why are
be.
you
You don't
enabling
have to
this
listen
kid?
to me.
Let him take responsibility and fight his battles. That's what a man would do for another man,
Okay. Well, I'm not a man. I'm sorry. That's probably the problem.
or
Um,
anybody, but particularly like with the men's. This is supposed to be a space specifically for men to help each other become better men. And I'm trying
yeah.
to put forth what I think is the manly way to handle it.
Yeah. Well, and I think you know more about it than I do. Absolutely. And I was just being a girl.
It seemed it that's a good point because what this seems to play on is that maternal sense of a
Hmm.
vulnerable person that needs protecting. They need that
And I
mothering.
always default to the air
And
on the
and
side of
I
caution.
see him differently. I don't see him as that at all. I see him as a very smooth operator. And I think people that see him that way are being smoothly operated themselves.
Well, I find him very
And he doesn't try it
entertaining.
with me because he knows the bullshit's not going to work with me. That's why you don't see many conversations, interactions with me and Landry of Landry trying that with me. He's not flipping me. He's not doing the beta flip on me because he can't. He's not getting me to hand over power to him because he can't. So none of his default maneuvers work on me. But watch the people they do work on and watch him do these moves on the different panels he goes to.
Hmm.
This is all observable for yourself. This is not Jeff making shit up. You can see it
No,
all
no. As a matter of
yourself.
fact, I'm very interested in going back and watching the interactions because it also has. I have the interest in TML as well, and I know
And
that
the thing
they
to
don't get
really
along.
watch is the stream before that he did with me where we set all of this up. So
Yeah,
watch how
definitely.
he's painting it to me and then watch the contrast with the TML show, and then
I will
tell
do
me
that.
what to believe, whether to believe what he was telling me or whether to believe what I watched on the TML show.
Yeah, I will do that for
The
sure
beta
because I
flip
mean,
is Landry showing up at all these alpha panels and having these guys say, Landry, I'm onto your game. I'm not working with you. I'm not tolerating your bullshit. That's a hard no. I'm drawing a boundary. And then 10 minutes later, Landry, oh my God, oh, and you better take down your videos. I'm not working with someone that puts videos like that of me up. I'm a man and I'm standing my ground and I'm setting a boundary. And then 15 minutes later, oh my God, Landry, of course I'll work with you. I would love to work with you. And the videos, dude, you don't have to take them down. Please keep them up. They're your artwork, dude. That is the beta flip. He gets
oh,
these aspiring alphas to hand over their power to him. Within minutes. It happens like this. I've seen it happen 3 or 4 times by now.
well, I really don't think that
And
that's
I
what is
honestly
happening with
have
me.
to give him his props. He's as somebody who appreciates good gamesmanship, and if this was a reality show, Landry is winning this game. He's outplaying all of you. And if this were
Well,
Survivor or Big Brother and he gets to the end, he's getting my vote.
hmm. I don't think that he's I don't I'm not a beta or an alpha. I'm a
A
sigma.
Sigma. That's what I
Yeah.
am. That's
Yeah.
another thing. I'm a Sigma. So I don't this beta alpha stuff, I don't even see all. I see it from the outside.
Yeah. That's kind of how I am too. And I think that I understand that in a moment of mistake that I made, I guess, in saying what I said, I was trying to get to the root of the problem. I wasn't saying that was what you were. That was just my projection, most likely. And I stand corrected.
All right. Well, just I I
I'm
I said my piece on that, and I think we're good. I take you at your word. And as far as the Landry thing, he's not here, so I think I've said my piece. I wanted to get my take on it out because people keep mischaracterizing it, and now that that's done, I think we can move on from
I'm just
Landry and
not
just
not
let him.
gonna ever mention him again.
One thing I will say, two things about Landry to his credit. The dude writes fire ass lyrics. His lyrics are good.
Yeah, I agree.
He legitimately is a good lyricist. And Landry hasn't really, as far as I know, talked about me, trashed me, gone around saying stuff about me. He hasn't gone
Nope.
to other streams and spreading stuff. So he's kind of, I told him to leave what I'm doing alone, do his thing, stay out of mine. And he's kind of been doing that. So I feel like I need to do the same thing. And if he's going to give me my space,
Cool.
unless something new comes up, and Moose and I are supposed to have a conversation about it down the road.
Yeah,
But
I
unless
was
something
wondering
new
if that
comes
had
up,
happened
this
yet.
is my final position on the Landry issue, so we don't have to
Cool.
bring it up again.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing if you guys how things turn out for
Oh,
sure.
I guess he's
Uh,
streaming now. That's fine. I don't mind if people stream me and comment. If that's what they need to do and it helps them process. People stream my stuff all the time and comment on
mhm.
it. So I hope it helps them.
Mm.
Moose,
Did we
he
just
roasted
roast?
himself. Did you see? You were on the panel. I couldn't believe
Who
that because I was cheering for the guy.
do you mean
I'm like,
roast?
yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah, you're seeing the same. You tell him, OTW, you are seeing the same shit I'm seeing. Do not fall for this game.
I
You're
like
my
OTW
hero right
too.
now. And then 10 minutes later, I had whiplash. I'm like, wait.
No,
And
you're
he
not.
gets to keep the videos up? No, Hebrew, you're not blocked. Welcome.
Hebrew Hammer.
And you know what? I still have Frank's piss music I've been promising to play. So,
Yeah,
and I just
it's a good
happened to
time for a
need to
break.
do that. So, yeah,
Yeah,
let me get
for
one
sure.
started. about cinematic cow and chicken? Did we play that one? Let's hear that one, and then I'll be back. Yeah, happy Halloween! We're doing a Halloween party today. I forgot this evening. So come in costume or come as another panelist and try to fool us into thinking you're that person. Or just come as yourself. And this is the night to troll and cause chaos. I'm not kidding. This is the door between the worlds are open. This is trick or treat. So bring us some tricks and bring us some treats. We'll do that later tonight. In the meantime, and I'm sure Frank will have a Halloween song for us that's not copyrighted that we can use. In the meantime, please enjoy Cinematic Cow and Chicken from our very own beloved, you know him as Just Frank.
Brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah.
Sexy, sexy time, sexy, sexy time, sexy, sexy time.
Brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow.
Sexy, sexy time, sexy, sexy time, sexy, sexy time.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Get down. Get down. Brown chicken, brown cow. 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 Yeah. Brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah.
Sexy, sexy time, sexy, sexy time, sexy, sexy time.
Brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow.
Sexy, sexy time, sexy, sexy time, sexy, sexy time.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Get down. Get down. Brown chicken, brown cow. 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 Yeah. Brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah.
Sexy, sexy time, sexy, sexy time, sexy, sexy time.
Brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow.
Sexy, sexy
Frank, you are a genius, dude. This is good. Did it loop already, or is it still playing? Oh well, whatever. I'm back. All right, let me. Yeah, I do too. Frank is kind of like Moose. Everything he does just impresses me more and more and more. Moose. Are you talking about the I am the recent one? Oh my God, Moose. Dude, I told you, you are the star. Um, okay, let me find the context for this. Who's
Yeah, that's
Miss
always
Murder?
fun. It's a song, or it's an album by
Oh,
AFI.
who's AFI? I feel old.
Like 90s,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
2000s, 2010s, maybe.
Rant, where's your movie? Come, music. Come up and play your videos.
Yeah, no shit. Bring it.
This is we do
Let's see what
creativity here. People can come and promote their artwork.
I want to see something
We're
that
starting
Rant
a
done
culture of
creatively.
creativity.
That would be awesome. Other
We
than
also
his
have
acting,
Moose Radio coming. It's going to be
because
a
his
little
acting is
24-hour hangout space.
ooh. You're gonna have a radio show?
Yeah, he's going to do he already piloted it a little bit and test ran it. Happy
That's crazy.
Halloween, Steve.
Because I think I'm gonna
It's going
do
to
a
be
week.
it's going to have AI videos and music and like people can submit their own works and he can add them to the stream and run 24
Cool.
hours like on a loop. And it'll have the chat where people can go and just interact throughout the
Comment
day
and
and
like
chat
and
and
yeah.
watch the videos and listen to the music. It's a
Yeah, he
different
was
type
doing
of content and it promotes a different type of interaction in the chat. People talk about art, they comment on the videos. It's not like drama bullshit.
that's cool, yeah. And
It's
I
good.
was
I like.
watching
It's a good little vibe. I like Moose Radio, the
he
Moose
did that
Lounge.
the other night, I think, and I was watching his videos and they were kind of
If
playing in a
here, let
loop.
me put his channel. I think is your radio on Producer Moose? If you ever see Moose Radio or Moose Lounge, check it
Yeah,
out
I think I
because
that's what I
it
was
is
watching the other night.
he has a good little vibe going. It's very much the vibe we're trying to keep here.
Yeah, it's crazy that's something that somebody else is doing right now too. Because DK, I don't know, you haven't met DK yet. I don't think he's
Uh-uh.
New Zealander and kind of obnoxious, but also very cool. I love him. He was my friend from Telegram, and I kind of brought him over to TML, and um, but he wants me to do like a 1 hour or 2 hour radio show, like where I'm playing music that I like for like a little DJ spot, basically, because he streams 24/7.
Is it? How does he get around copyright? Hebrew, are you having
He's
the
on Rumble.
gadgets? Are you gonna like build stuff into your costume? Come
He's
and
on
show us
Rumble.
before you leave if we're streaming. Come and show it off. Go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, I said he's on Rumble. That's he was on
So they're
D.
more lenient about copyright.
Yeah, you can stream YouTube videos and stuff. I guess that's something they've negotiated or whatever, but or it's just like that now. But he was doing D Live, and D Live like kind of took him down to where he's only able to do three hours a day. So he was like, okay, fine, I'm gonna go do a Rumble.
Oh my God, Hebrew, that's so cool. I hope you, I hope we're able to see it. That's
Cool.
good. Everybody can come by and show off their costumes before they go to their parties.
Next year I'm gonna be a disco ball, and I'm gonna start working on my costume
What are
like
you going to be
right after.
tonight?
I don't think I'm gonna dress up. I mean,
You of
unless
all people can't throw something
I
together for
know
Halloween?
I could, but I'm not going. I'm not going anywhere except for to sit in this car for all
Well,
night,
sit. You can sit
probably.
in his car as a witch or something,
Well, maybe
vampire.
it'll already be 11 o'clock by the time I am
I'll try
coming
to
to
put
work
something
too. So,
together myself. Maybe I'll go as a gay stripper.
one time I was a slutty clown,
What did, what did you wear?
a tutu,
A
and a
bustier?
leotard, and yeah, and like really low cut with fake boobs like balloons. And I had yeah. It was like I
Was it a
had like
scary clown or a
no, it was like I did
inviting
clown makeup
clown?
like I just like did clown makeup like I just did all of my features bigger and like more
Oh
like so I
my
had
God.
gigantic lips
Steve's
that
having the
I
best Halloween ever.
yeah,
You
that
could
sounds like fun. I
you
like
could
skinny
get you
dipping.
some moon water.
He is the moon water. If he's going to be naked out and under the sun, the moon.
Yeah, you could stream that too, I guess.
Yeah,
A
you're such a
little bit
jerk.
of it.
Yeah,
We can't get beneath the surface on everything here.
yeah, but we could
You
try.
just skinny dipped under the moonlight. I want to do that. So not necessarily the skinny dipping, but just being outdoors.
It's too cold now to do outdoors, and that's like one of my favorite kinky things to do. Like to,
Oh, like the natural hot springs. They had those
oh
around
yeah,
Vegas. We used to go to. Those were so much fun.
we went to some
Oh,
really awesome hot springs last year when we went camping. They're up by Montezuma, New Mexico.
yeah. They
Very,
have them
very
all over
cool.
the Southwest.
Well, and these
They're
ones are
just
free. It's like they're
yeah.
donation
Ours.
based, and I just like left a $5 bill, and it's like 120 to 140-degree mineral springs, and they have them all in different pools. Like one of them, there's no way anybody could ever get in there. It's so hot. It's like it would cook you. But we even have video of whenever we were going in to the hot springs, and we found big red dragonflies, and I caught a praying mantis, a male, and I gave it to these girls that were in the other hot tub, and they played with it when we
Oh,
left. It was fun.
did they take its head off?
No,
Oh,
they
I
were
might
just
not be able
playing
to
with it.
talk
I was
about
like,
that.
I was like, oh, a praying mantis, and I went and I picked it up and I was playing with it a little bit, and we walked by the where the girl there was like three like probably like 20s girls in their 20s, and I was like, look what I found, and they were like, oh, that's so cool, and I was like, you want it? You want to play with him? Because I'm not going to take him with me, and they were like, yeah, it was awesome.
What do you think they're praying for?
They're just calling them praying
Do
mantises
you
because
ever
they put
think
their
they?
little hands
Oh,
together.
like is it praying or praying?
It's praying mantises because they hold their front
They're.
legs together, so they look like they're praying, sort of
I
like
wonder.
a
I
weird.
wonder if they. I hope they get what they're asking for,
Me
or
too.
finding
Well, it's
Jesus, or whatever
probably
they're trying
to
to do.
not be eaten if they're a male, and a female is probably to
Well,
find a
they.
male to eat.
That's hard though, like, cause you want to do your male thing, but you don't want to have to die in the process.
Die,
So
yeah,
it's
exactly.
that's a powerful urge.
Apparently so. I was watching a thing earlier, uh, and that was kind of like how the day started out. I was like watching some stuff, and I started noticing a theme that was coming up in my algorithm, and it was that like guys know like that that following that urge is dangerous, but they will do it anyways.
It's a powerful. I'm not gonna lie. It's a
Well,
very powerful urge.
when I think women do that too
I
in
think
their
they do too. That's why our biology affects us way more than I think people realize. We're still animals, even if you think we're created and have a soul. The body is still a reality, and it still has a very powerful pull on us.
oh, Dan is he's
That's
sweeping the
why, like
parking
this check in your body
lot.
thing. It's if anytime there's anything going on, getting into your body and see, like checking in on what's going on in there is gonna tell you what's underlying everything else. That's where that core is.
Yeah, Dan is sweeping the parking lot, and he makes his way over to the truck, and he's gonna come and give me a kiss.
Oh, is he still at
Oh,
work? He's just gonna
yeah, he's
sneak in a
still at work. He
peck.
just says he's sweeping the parking lot. Like he goes
Oh,
around and like he's very, very good hard worker, and he always does a good job. He was cleaning lint traps when I went inside earlier.
cleaning what? Lint
The
traps?
lint
Oh,
traps
oh,
and
I
the
love
dryers.
like peeling all the stuff out. I love doing that.
Oh yeah, he finds all sorts of stuff in the lint traps, and then like
Yeah,
whenever he
I love
cleans it
peeling
underneath
lint.
the machines, he finds all sorts of coins. But
I remember growing up on one of the talk shows. I think it was Geraldo. They had a lady that would make sweaters and clothing out of her dryer lint. She would save
oh
it.
yeah, you know I know somebody that does that. They make finger puppets with their cat hair that they brush off of their cat. little
Humans,
cat, Little
So
cat finger
they're
puppets.
so creative. How could you not love them and be fascinated by them?
Yeah, I know,
They're
right?
the
It's
only
so
animal
crazy.
that makes cat hair. What is it? Puppets.
Cat hair finger puppets.
Pu- and clothes out of dryer lint, which is the remnants of other
Well,
clothes.
if you think about it, like an Angora sweater, like that's made from rabbit fur. So if you have like a cat with soft hair, as long as you're not allergic to cats, you could make a sweater. If
Cat
you knew how to
sweater.
do it, yeah, you
Cat
can
hair
make a
sweater. Let
cat
me see.
fur
They
sweater.
probably have one. Let me see.
I'm sure.
Cat hair sweater.
I think that we should like gather some like really
I'm getting
clever.
sweaters with pictures of cats on them. Let me see. Check out our
Yeah,
cat hair sweater selection for the very best in unique or custom. What?
I saw the
Is this for
cutest
real?
T-shirt the other day that had a cat like with its backside pointed and it had its little butthole showing, and it was like cats said something like really clever underneath. I don't remember what it said, but it was really funny. I was like,
It's
cat is.
it's sweaters for cats. It's not cat hair sweaters. I
Oh,
can't
my cat
find,
would
but they
never
have they
wear a
also
sweater.
sell a bag of cat hair.
Wow. See, we're in the wrong business. We need to just get a whole bunch of cats, and I'll just brush them all day.
Look, dude, I have my merch. I have a whole notebook full of merch ideas. I just need
I
somebody
really,
that knows how to what is it like produce, execute, manufacture, get like
yeah, I
make the
actually have
merch.
some contacts that like do like stickers and things like that.
But then also somebody was saying the other day that they don't really make a lot from merch. That it may not even be worth it.
With stickers and stuff like that, I think you could probably make a decent amount,
Who's gonna
especially if
buy a
you're doing
sticker?
it.
Would y'all buy a sticker
I would. I
of
love
the outliers
stickers.
in
I buy stickers
exile?
all the time. If they were cool stickers,
Oh, I
they would have
sold
to
one.
be.
Yeah, I sold one sticker.
Who?
You.
Oh yeah, you already sold one. Definitely.
Yeah.
I would
I
pay
sold
five,
more
$10 for.
Takis than I did stickers. I need a Taki sponsorship. I think I moved 6 bags that night. There were people leaving the stream and going to the store to get Takis just because I was eating them.
Yeah, and did you have those pickle chips?
I did. I had a
They're
whole.
so good,
I had the
right?
Miss Vickies. They were delicious. I
Yeah,
had
those are the
the
ones that I had, the dill pickle chips, and they're so good. I'm just drooling right now thinking about them. Insane, right?
oh my god, belly button
I love
buttholes.
cat buttholes. They like to show them to you, you
I
know?
remember
They
growing
just,
up, they would eat the bologna,
ooh.
and then that little red string, it wouldn't digest, and like the
Oh
next day or a
yeah,
few
you're
days, it
supposed to
would
take that
stick out
off
of
before
them,
you.
and I would have to pull it out. They'd just be walking, it'd be hanging out of them,
Yeah, because
and I'd
that's
have to
not.
pull it out because like who wants that stick it in there?
Yeah,
And
it's
then they would
plastic.
meow like you'd pull on it, and they'd be like, "Yeah."
Why
And I
didn't they
felt
take
so
the little
bad, but I
plastic
didn't
thing
know what
off
else to do.
before?
Yeah, it happened like 3 or 4 times growing up. You just see cats with baloney strings hanging out of them walking
Well, who
by,
was
and then
feeding
you
them
just
the
grab
thing?
the string and pull it.
Who was feeding them the string?
I don't
That's what I
know.
wonder.
I don't,
'Cause
you're
that's
right.
pretty
Who was
irresponsible.
feeding the baloney without taking the string off?
Yeah,
It
that's
wasn't me.
wrong.
Because I
Because
would
I
cut,
mean,
if I was feeding a cat baloney at all, I would tear it into little pieces. So
me
the string would
too.
automatically be off.
Me too. It's not fair to give them a whole piece of bologna and expect them to eat it, even though they could eat a live animal. But
Besides, baloney's nasty. I wouldn't even give it to an animal.
yeah, I call it flat hot dogs
Ugh.
because it is.
Glizzies.
It's like a flat hot dog. I can't eat hot dogs though.
I was about to post that one. Good thing I read ahead. Ooh.
Oh, I'm gonna have to poop now.
I love. I feel like cats and I get each other. Dogs are
I
too
would never
needy.
get a tattoo. I would never get a tattoo of a cat butthole on my belly button. Never. Well, they probably love you because that's how cats are.
Hitting the cat doggy style.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Well, I have a tramp stamp and it says Zephyr right side up and upside down, so it doesn't matter which end you're on. You can read my
Like
name.
it's mirrored with each other.
Yep,
You talking about
it's on.
Zephyr? Oh, you talking about the cat cat girl?
Yeah, the cat one. Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of like doggy anyways.
I like a variety.
I don't know. Why don't you go find some tweakers to ask? Hebrew.
Oh, is that a
What do you think?
joke?
I guess. I
Oh,
don't know.
that's hilarious. Okay, I get it now.
Oh, it's a joke. Yeah. Okay. I was like, I don't know. I was taking them all seriously. See? That's not even fun.
Well, you think it's winding down?
Sure.
We've been going a couple of hours.
I love to laugh, man. I think that is the key, is just
Yeah,
like
you can come
humor.
up, Hebrew.
Humor.
I do too. I think it's healthy. It as long as it's not like mean spirited,
Yeah, not like
laughing and
bullying.
mocking other people.
Yeah,
Just for
mock.
which
I
we
mean,
did, but I'm not gonna lie, we did plenty of that growing up as kids. But we didn't. I don't
well,
want to say we didn't know better.
I call it
We
razzing
just
whenever I do
didn't
it.
fully appreciate, I guess, how cruel it could be. It seemed
Yeah.
more fun in the moment than mean.
I
But
think
looking back,
if somebody's not laughing at themselves in that moment, then probably it's not funny for me. So,
right? I think the ability to laugh at oneself more than anything is where the health is.
yeah.
Because being able to laugh at yourself, it's not going to hurt all of these troll babies that come up here and move me big troll, and then they go around in tears the minute somebody says
Yeah,
something even
exactly.
slightly offensive to them.
That's why I call it they're like they're all
Learning to
butthurt.
laugh at yourself would inoculate you from a lot of that.
Yeah. Oh, and not getting butthurt.
What are you doing?
I'm on the stream. Say hi, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Hi, Dan. The world says hi. All 10 of them.
Oh, say
I'll
hi,
t-
Dan.
well, because I'm on Jeff's.
Oh, just say hi, Dan. You told me to
Oh,
say hi, Dan.
I said say hi, Dan. I meant to Jeff for
Oh,
Jeff
Is
to
that
say
an
it. He
AI?
said
Do
it,
you have
but
an
you said it
AI
too.
uh-huh.
husband? AI Dan?
Okay.
Mwah.
Ah,
Where's my kiss?
PDA.
that's right.
Yeah, it is.
Dang.
Yeah, I told you he was gonna come see me.
Oof.
He almost left without his kiss, though.
What a kiss. Is it still going?
No, no,
Oh, okay.
it's over.
That's like a screen
It was a
kiss.
little quick kiss, but he always
Oh,
gives me a
okay.
quick kiss
I was feeling it.
when he comes out. He gets a little shyer on the cameras and the audio. He was on TML's the other night though, because
Oh, like as a
I don't know if
panelist or just in the background?
he was in the, well, he was talking on my profile because basically Father Seraphim Rose, or whatever, is that his name? I think it is. Yeah, he
Who?
didn't want to talk to me because I was a girl.
Who?
He's a Orthodox priest guy or preacher of
He
some
said
sort.
that like I don't talk to girls. I have nothing
Yeah,
to
he
say to you.
basically, and then he told me to go make Dan a sandwich, even though Dan wasn't hungry. He was like, "You
What?
should see it."
How? What? How? How is he telling you what to do in your own house?
Well, I was ingratiating to him. I was letting him. I was like, "Yeah, let's go," because I think
Shift.
whenever people
Oh,
challenge me like that, I'm like, "Yeah, I'll go see if Dan is awake, and you can talk to him." And I know that Dan will have my back, and he'll be just fine.
what a
I,
that's such a stupid YouTube thing to even see. That would never happen here.
it was
Um,
fun. It was very interesting, though. You should watch it. It was like,
Shift. I was
wow.
thinking about that this morning, like remembering the line and practicing it. So yeah, I see my sexy lumberjack daddy out in the woods, and we're just chatting. And I asked him. I said, "Hey, what is your? I like your shirt. What's it made of?" And then he starts to tell me, "Oh, like this is cotton, or flannel, or plaid, or something." And I say, "Really?" Because it sure looks like husband material to me.
Oh,
Get
that's
it? That's a
sweet.
good pick. I'm
That's
gonna use. I
cute.
can't wait to. I want to find a lumberjack daddy just to use that line on. I don't even care if it goes anywhere. I just
Is
want to
that
be
your
able to
type?
use that line.
You like a lumberjack daddy? Like a bear?
Mm, maybe wolf. I
Wolfie? A
think,
little
yeah,
wolfie? Oh,
wolf.
yeah, a
Because
little
I'm
wiener.
otter, so a otter and a wolf, I think, would
An
be good
otter and a
together.
wolf.
Yeah,
Yeah, you are otter.
yeah, getting more
Love it.
otter every day. Otter and otter.
Otter and otter. That's
Oh
really great.
no, I haven't. I'll have to go watch it.
Ugh, I'm a little sphinxy, but that doesn't mean you could stick your finger up my butt, okay?
I can see the sphinx. You are sphinxy.
Yeah, but no
Sphinx.
sticking your finger up my butt without permission.
Did is that what they do to the sphinx?
No,
Oh,
that sounds like
do,
sphincter.
do people go to Egypt and is there
No, it's
like a
because
little
it sounds
ritual
like
and you leave a
sphincter.
penny or
That's
something?
the only reason.
Yeah, no, I don't think I would have that impulse if I ever encountered a sphinx. Unless that's where the answer to the riddle was.
Well, it's kind of like Uranus, the planet.
Hmm.
People are
Uranus.
always making butt jokes about Uranus.
How could you not?
Exactly. That's
Even
why I said
people that are not funny, that is an easy
sphinxy. But sphinxy
shot.
and sphincter sound a lot alike. That's what my joke was. And you totally missed it.
Oh, I did. Sphinx.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, so tell it again. This is her pick.
And it's still funny, even though I explained it. I don't know why, because it's usually not.
Now that I know it, start over. I'll try to catch it.
Oh my. Come up, shift.
Wait, what's the joke?
The sphinx. I'm a little sphinxy, but no sticking your finger up my butt. That's
Oh,
sphincter.
Sphinx. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, yeah.
Sphinx and sphincter.
It was a little subtle, I guess.
I can't
I'll
see
try
you
hard.
turn it. I can see you howling at the moon, but I can't see you turning into a wolf. I can see you
Oh,
doing
he
it
could
as
be
Ricardo
wolfy.
with your shades on.
He could be wolfy. I didn't know
Uh,
that was.
I can be wolfy too, especially. I can't talk about Australia, but ooh,
See, Dan and I,
heat
we
of
turn into like
passion.
snakes. We turn into snakes, Dan and I, and we wrap up it together. It's pretty cool. I really enjoy it. I've never like fit together with somebody as well because I always dated guys
Is
that
he
were
the
really
same age?
tall.
Like y'all? Are y'all from the same generation?
No, he's 12 years older than me.
Oh, okay. So he kind of is a daddy.
Oh, yeah.
God, I'm
But I
jealous.
don't call him daddy because that's weird because his name is Danny. I
Oh,
enunciate it
Danny,
very well.
daddy, daddy, Danny.
Yeah, that would be a little weird if I called him daddy.
No, I
He's
mean, even for me, I
especially,
gotta admit that is weird. If I actually end up with a daddy, I don't see myself calling them daddy all the
yeah.
time.
Well, and I do enunciate carefully.
I like that, Steve. I wish I could live. I can live like a wolf now if I want to. I could do that road trip.
Yeah, this winter we're like fixing up the RV and we're going to take some trips in the spring. I can't wait.
Is it better to do that like wait out the winter and do all the traveling?
Yeah, I don't want to drive
That's
in the
probably because
cold.
I don't have experience driving in snow and change
Especially,
on the
yeah.
tires and all that. So you're right.
Yeah. Spring, whenever it's thawed out, and it's just like if you hit it, especially before school lets out, like,
That gives me the
so
winter to plan and do it intelligently,
yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just going to spend time fixing up
fun
the
intelligently.
RV, and we're going to basically do the whole inside of an RV this winter, which will be fun because it's like a project we can do together too.
Well, I was kind of hanging out for Hebrew to come up, but I don't know if he's
Yeah.
out there anymore. But Hebrew, I'll be out later for Halloween, so definitely come by and show us your costume, and we
Yeah,
can chat. I hope your
that'd be
day
fun.
goes well. It sounds like you're in the spirit already. Same for the rest of you.
Hmm.
So show up later today with costumes or avatars. Give us your best trolls. Come sow a little chaos. It's all
Maybe I'll
welcome
dress up
today. We'll
Kitchen.
deal with the aftermath over the weekend.
I could dress up Kitchen and just have him be my avatar.
And a little cat sweater.
I'd give him little wings or something.
You
It would be,
did like? Do you see yourself as daddy? A daddy figure? I hate being that's the problem is I hate being in that role because that I'm trying to find a daddy for myself. I don't want to be the daddy. And so but I guess that's comes with I have to learn to be my own daddy at times.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It's like I
But I
don't
have
have
to
it.
do, and the AI is right. I have to do it in a way that doesn't bring in that like heavy father energy because this community is not going to respond to that. And honestly,
Right.
neither do I.
Me
So
neither.
it's I need to find another way to do it.
Yeah, that's why I always say I'm my own daddy. I have a daddy, but yeah,
Well, they
he's not
say like if
emotional.
you can be your own father, that's the goal.
Yeah.
To be your own mother
Well,
and
I'm an
father at some
adult, so
point.
I ought to be, able to be my own daddy by now.
Those of us that didn't grow up with like healthy models for how to do that and are just kind of winging it and figuring it out as we go, I think are less. I notice the difference between people that grew up with fathers and their skill set and their ability to manage their life and people that didn't.
Yeah, well, see, and I had a father, and he was like, for all intents and purposes, he provided well for the family, but he was not emotionally supportive at all. And my grandfather was there and was very good example, was always supportive, and he showed I would probably have been a lesbian
I
100%.
do. I get my grandfather was very. He was my grandfather was quiet, but he was very steady and stable. He went to work every day. He got shit done around the house, and he was kind of my model of the work ethic. I get my work
Yeah.
ethic from my grandfather, from watching him just be steady and do what needs to be done every day and keep the family going and keep the house going. So I did have him to draw on, but it was a very quiet, passive type of learning of me just watching him.
Yeah. See, and I spent time with my grandpa. We read like National Geographics, and he was a woodworker, so we were creative together. Like he would make things for
Oh
me, and I would.
man, I wish I had had
Yeah.
that.
It was so fun. I mean, and I got my creativity from that side of the family. My mom is very crafty, but she's really just now starting to like do her own kind of art rather than just like, craft stuff. But she was always really crafty. I mean, like she made all my Halloween costumes. I was Little Bo Peep. I was a butterfly with full-size body wings.
Oh wow, and she made
Um,
it all by hand.
yeah, she made it all. I was like, yeah, Little Bo Peep. That was like so crazy because like my grandma just bought this bonnet, and my mom just made the whole outfit, and she even made the shepherd's crook, like the little thing with the bow on it.
Made it out of
Like
what?
she made it out of like uh paper. No, it's not paper mache. It was
Dang, that's
like cast material, like over like something. I don't know what she used as
man.
the
You had
form of
some
the hook.
awesome Halloween costumes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and we would do like this. The Halloween party was at the school, which was like kindergarten through sixth grade. There was like 30 something kids, so it was like there was a lot, but everybody showed up because there was nothing else to do ever, and there was like a very rare event. And we would do like cake walks. Everybody would bring a cake, and then whatever number you landed on, you got a cake, and then they would vote
Oh, I
for
remember the
best
yeah. We used
costume.
to do that. I remember the cakewalks. I
Yeah,
forgot
that's
about
a cake.
that. Yeah, it's kind of like
Yeah,
musical chairs.
it was. It was. And it was like I won a second place costume one year, and the Little Bo Peep won first place.
Did y'all bob for apples?
Yeah, we bought for apples, and there was all sorts of like there was like the ramen noodle you had to like reach in, and there was like eyeballs in it, and it was
Oh
like
yeah, I remember that kind of the
yeah,
blood and guts.
yeah. It looked like it was coming out of like a human, but it was just a mannequin or some sort of
That was
a
so fun.
torso.
That was so much fun growing up.
Yeah, I like really
Halloween
scary
was one of
stuff.
my favorite holidays. It just had this magic to it.
Yeah, maybe since it gets dark so early, maybe I'll spend a little time this evening. I'll do like a live stream because Dan likes to ghost hunt in our yard, and he actually gets a lot of
You have
ghosts.
ghosts in your yard?
Yeah, there was a
Oh,
burial ground at one point. It's right by the
oh
river.
wow.
And yeah, they actually had to remove some skeletons, but there's also like an old Mexican lady ghost that lives in the house that I lived in 2 houses
Oh,
down.
what's her name?
And Um, Danny knows her name because he was like living in the neighborhood whenever she lived there, and I told him what she looked like, and how she didn't like me, but we like respected each other and she stayed out of my house.
Maybe we can tell ghost stories tonight too, like
That would
real
be
ghost stories.
fun. I have a few ghost stories. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's
I
do
had
that
lived in a
tonight.
haunted house. There was 2 people that
Oh
died
my
there.
God, you full of stories then.
Yeah. I've been
Well,
getting
maybe I don't know.
visitation.
Maybe tonight we can figure out somehow how to do a cakewalk. I don't know if we could pull it off.
I wish we could do a cakewalk. I want cake. I love cake. It's a sink for me for years now. See that. The ice hole cake suckers.
All right. Well, it's something to look forward to. I think I'm gonna wind this one up and do my thing and get ready for tonight, I guess. I
Okie
didn't realize it was
dokie.
Halloween, so I'll be out this evening, this afternoon, whatever, sometime, and we'll do a Halloween Friday night Halloween stream.
Happy Halloween.
Woo. Bring your costumes. Come to entertain us, scare us, horrify us, frighten us more than you already do, and or imitate somebody that does that. Come as your favorite troll, your favorite internet troll. Bring your pranks, your tricks. Don't let it get out of hand. You're still gonna get blocked or banned if you break my rules, but within the parameters I set here, come and do your chaos and all of your trolling, and let's see what you got. So that's tonight, and I'll see you then. Have a good beginning to your Halloween, and we'll be here to end it later. Oh, you're number one on the leaderboard? Congratulations. Alrighty, everybody. Take care. Oh, I wish I had some spooky Halloween music. Maybe I'll upload some later. I'll make some on the Suno. Alright, take care. Happy Halloween.